Hello and welcome aboard, guys. Again, back with a beautiful event that is known as PUBG Mobile Pro Scrims, presented by Ruthless Esports. This is the US region that we are going to witness. My name is Rita. Along with me, it's Echo Boy on the desk, and we are going to witness another beautiful show today of 4 good matches. The West region teams are pretty much hyped up. We are actually quite excited. What about you guys?
Well, I guess the audience are also as excited as we are because today what I have done is I'm actually rolled up my sleeve to show the goosebumps moments that is actually going to happen because I was quite on my toes yesterday, off my seat a couple of times by the performance that we were able to see from the teams that were there. And I definitely have to appreciate this one thing about AGONxI8 Esports is that they never lost the consistency. Probably the first game didn't go as they planned. The math that goes on for the teams that from every game we do get chicken dinners or not, we have to aim for those points that we are actually looking forward from a particular game. So AGONxI8 didn't have a good start in the beginning, but throughout the journey of those 4 matches they were quite consistent, and well, they got themselves on the top of the table. But when it comes to Melise Esports, they did have some downward shift, but it was as well as good as what they would want. But today they will have to make sure that they are consistent, not like yesterday. But there are a lot of other teams that I would want to discuss about. But Raider, I want to ask you this one question. Probably it's a bit controversial. I don't know if you answered this or not, but who do you think is going to win this one?
The whole tournament? You're asking about the whole
Yeah.
tournament?
Yeah.
I would go for I8 Esports. Yeah, I would go for that team.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see what happens eventually, because I know those players. I have seen them performing in the Southeast Asian region as well. I've seen them performing in the Asian region as well. So I think that the team has a fair chance of winning it. And after seeing the consistency yesterday, I would love to say that, yeah, that is a team I might actually go with. Melise Esports on the other corner, it's quite good to see them, the way they are able to counter, the way they were able to take the fights. But then again, things are changing quite rapidly, so it seems highly unlikely. Yeah, the names have been shifted, guys. We are just trying to play a game with you. This is, I guess that's okay. That's Echo Boy for you, and my name is Ada. So we are just playing minute games with you. But anyway, guys, yes, excitement is on another level, I believe, because the matches are about to start very soon. The matches are going to get started, but before that, we'll get to know what the schedule is all about. And apart from that, the scoreboards are also going to come in. So stay tuned for that as well.
Well, because you're talking about the schedule, one thing that I am definitely going to miss is okay, the team has got it right now. Yeah, okay. I am Echo Boy and he's Raider. But well, talking about the schedule itself, yesterday we had 2 matches of ERANGEL and 2 matches of MIRAMAR. And one thing that I was really happy about looking at how things worked out for teams is that nobody was overpowering any other team. Everybody were quite consistent with their performance and there was not much of a gap there. But moving towards the team list, Raider, over to you.
Oh, the teams are here right now. The West region is already here. It's Nigma Galaxy, Twisted Minds, Melise Esports, Ozarox Esports, AGONxI8 ESPORTS, Onyx Ravens, Geekay Esports, Stratton Gaming, Slime for Kitty, Unicorns of Love, New Boss, Yalla Esports, okay, BRA Esports, that's what I would love to call them, a Virtual Gaming Squad, FUT Esports, Besiktas Esports, Game Lord, and Major Pride. These are the few amazing teams. To be precise, I believe 16 teams which are going to showcase us the talent. 16 or 19, I believe that's 19 team for us. And eventually that is going to be quite optimum, and the battle is going to start very soon. I believe the maps are actually going to come in soon. So before that, guys, remember the team names, remember which are your favorite teams, just tell us about that. But if I talk about the post 4 match MVP, I mean, after witnessing the past 4 matches yesterday, we could actually call out Falak as the guy who had 12 amazing eliminations and a total of 2059 damage.
Well, it was not just Falak being the MVP, but he was also the only person who got the maximum finishes throughout the day in a single match. He was able to get about 5 finishes in a single match, which no other player was able to do, at least for yesterday. But today, what will be the strategy of all these teams that are going to play? Because, see, yesterday, when the first match happened, nothing was sure, like who would be doing what is going to happen around. All these were a trial and error that was happening. But today they have already played 2 matches of Wrangle, 2 matches of Mira. But we'll talk about all that in a bit. But talking about the overall leaderboard right now, as we know, AGONxI8 Falak leading with those 12 eliminations, but not so far behind we have Titan TQ with 10 and Narvalo at 9 finishes. Yalla Volt is also at 8 and Spectre is also at 8. There is definitely a competition between the hashtag 4 and 5th position, and I am sure that if AGONxI8, Titan, Game Lord, Yalla, and Major Pride, if they do their best for today, if not the chicken dinner, if not the #1 on the leaderboard, but at least when it comes to an individual player performance, if these players are given the gap, if these players are led to be playing the way they want to, then I'm sure that there might be a lot of ups and downs that might be happening on that overall board. But talking about this overall ranking, AGONxI8 Esports, Raider, tell me something about them.
Man. The first thing that, yes, they are on top after playing 4 good matches. Yes, they have secured 1 win and a chicken dinner, but seems like that Yalla Esports is pretty much comprehending the game and they might be coming back even stronger. So definitely looking forward to that as well. How far these guys are actually going to come and what kind of implications these guys are actually going to bring is going to be another big question for me. But yes, quite excited, quite stoked up to see Ozarox Esports not having a single chicken dinner, but still getting 37 points. That's amazing. Melise Esports started off quite well. I believe that was the team who secured the first win of a chicken dinner, but things were not that good for them in the next upcoming matches. So definitely looking forward to that as well, what they are going to bring to the table today. Game Lord, if I talk about them, on chicken dinner, 29 points as a whole. Titan Gaming 28 points, Major Pride 26, FUT Esports 19. Coming back to the second page, I believe we might see teams coming from #10 to #18, so looking forward to that as well. Besiktas Esports 16 points, Geekay Esports 15, Slime4KT with 15 points, Unicorns of Love with 15, Twisted Minds with 12 points, same goes for Nigma Galaxy, New Boss with 7 points, and Virtual Gaming Squad with another set of 7 points. But we have an addition of one more team. We'll talk about that in the game, but for now, yes, the aggression is working out.
See, one thing that I would want to add on to whatever you have said by far about all these squads is that not only AGONxI8 was able to, maintain that consistency, but there was definitely a redemption, or let's say a comeback from Besiktas Esports, because throughout the first 2 matches, they were definitely having a really tough start or a tough beginning, but after which the next 2 matches that they had, it definitely did go really good for them. They were also able to climb up the ladder from the bottom, that is, if I'm not wrong, they were actually at the lowest position in the overall standing, but they definitely saw themselves climbing at least to the top of the second page. So today I'm going to expect or have a keen eye on how Besiktas is going to perform today from whatever they have learned from yesterday. See, now what I would actually want to understand from Raider yourself is that there has been a lot of strategies that was developed for the new beginning, that is the new year, like we were talking yesterday. But today, I guess, after applying all that there was there, after counter strategizing through the opponent's strategy, what is going to be in the minds of the IGLs of every team that is there today?
First of all, the things that are going to run is going to be how we are going to counter, how we are going to gain the points. But for now, I believe we are going to talk a little bit more about the game, a little bit more about the scores and stuff like that. As you can see that the highest amount of grenade kills that was there was by Melise Esports' Poser LT. Although it's not very high, just 2 eliminations, but then again, those are significant because that was able to give Poser 2 frags for the team. On the other corner, if we talk about Ozo Swain, he was also able to get the 2 finishes by the nades. FUT's RIP7 on the other corner was also able to secure those 2 eliminations. 1 elimination also coming from Falak's corner. It seems like that Falak is everywhere. If you talk about the eliminations, if you talk about the things like grenade kill, he is going to be everywhere, man.
Yeah, but well, while we were talking about it, we are over here in long distance kills. Falak is not over here for now. Falak, if you're hearing us, we want you at everywhere, man. You're already there in the top leaderboard, in the overall standings, in also the top fragging list, and also in somewhere around in the the grenade finishes as well. Long distance finishes is what we would be wanting to look at. We want you to be there, but most utils used by any particular player will be AGONxI8 Falak. Well, there's a competition between the players in a single team.
Oh man, let's see how far they're going to go. Indeed, the number of utilities is absolutely amazing. It seems like that Yalla Esports is trying to catch up the game, just like they were catching up in the overall live standings. So definitely looking forward to see how far they are going to go. Meanwhile, if we talk about Titan TQ, 29 utilities from the corner as well. MS Clutch 19 with 24 utilities at the 4th position. Looks good enough, but these are the utilities which were quite important. If we talk about the survival rate, well, it's Team Ozo's Knock 7 with 26 minutes, 26 seconds in his favor, 22 minutes and 38 seconds. Well, there we go. Falak is back in the scenario with that kind of marker. If we talk about NAS Attacker, just shy of few milliseconds, I believe. Apart from that, if we talk about Yalla's Leth, 22 minutes and 23 seconds. That's all this guy has got, and that is why he's in the 4th position. Yalla's Leth is also another guy which I would love to see how far he's going to go, because he is also having a fair share of advantage in terms of the game. But the battle is actually between AGONxI8 Esports and Yalla Esports, as the seismograph is actually telling you. Clearly, it's looking like that Yalla Esports is trying their level best to have the advantage, but let's see how far they're going to go.
See, there's not much of a gap. There's just not much of a gap for Yalla and AGONxI8. I believe if Yalla is going to play their A game today, then AGONxI8 is going to have a really tough challenge coming from Yalla. But for them to perform today, we have 4 matches, starting from ERANGEL, ending with MIRAMAR today. Between we have a MIRAMAR and ERANGEL as well. So 2 maps of ERANGEL, 2 maps of MIRAMAR. We know what the maps are going to bring us. We know what the gameplay is going to be like for the map itself. But I definitely want to see a slow gameplay from some team in ERANGEL and a fast-paced gameplay from some team in MIRAMAR. I know I'm expecting a lot, but if that happens, then that's going to be great.
Well, definitely we are going to get a lot of things up and down. I believe a lot of expectations are going to get fulfilled. I believe the aggression is going to be there. And all those who are supporting us on the live chat, well, thanks for that, and keep on supporting Ruthless IP Esports as well, because we are pretty close to 130k subscribers, and I believe maybe we can hit close to 126 or 127k, maybe, if it is possible, if the support is going to be there, because yesterday also I believe close to 1000 people were watching us live, and today also that thing can actually happen. The live viewership can come in, so definitely go ahead and eventually like, share and subscribe as much as you guys can, and share, guys, go for it. For now, the match is going to get started in just a few seconds, I believe, and yeah, only 1 minute to go, and this is match number 5. Yeah. Match number 5, the map is going to be ERANGEL, and after that it will be MIRAMAR, then again ERANGEL, then again MIRAMAR, and just 4 more matches, guys, so hold on to your energy drinks and whatever you have got in your hand. But yes, the game is going to get started soon enough. All the excitement is going to come to a result very soon.
See, now we have a limited time already, and that is not just with the time, but also the players and the teams, that they have to know that they have limited matches to perform. The teams that are in the top, they know that they have to maintain the consistency, but the teams that are on the second page, they have to bring their A game. Anything can happen because there's not much of a gap that is to be filled. 2 good games with a chicken dinner, and I'm sure Besiktas can come all the way to the first page, and not only the first page but actually in top 5. I am going to root for Besiktas today, just for the sake of, you know, the way they were performing. But here we go, match number 1, Ruthless Hype Esports presenting Pro Scrims for the West region. C130 has taken its beginning. Match number 5 of this Pro Scrims, match number 1 of the day. Raider, over to you.
Well, the flight path is here. Let's see how far the excitement is going to go. I believe it's starting from Jerky, if I'm not wrong. And yes, that's exactly the fact. Jerky, 2 Milta powers. That's the flight path that is going to be there. But let's see how far the flight path is going to help them in order to gain the success and in order to gain the points as well. Apart from that, if we talk about the clashes, well, that's going to be quite tremendous. 70 could be a home ground for a lot of teams, or it could be shooting range, or they can go for Rozok or School Aparts maybe. Salber, again, another beautiful area where the people might actually drop in. Yasna, Polyana, again, a big opportunities for those guys who wants to be sneaky and eventually loot as much as that's the requirement is. It seems like that Prismark and military base are going to be a very far away place. It is not going to be that easy for them to just go ahead and glide and get the vehicles for them to rotate.
See, now what is more interesting is that yesterday we saw a southern centric flight trajectory, but today we are seeing a northern centric flight trajectory. See, even the gods of PUBG want to play some games over here, right? But I'm able to see a lot of colors going towards Yashnaya, and there are a lot of chaos that might happen. There'll be some action swinging in immediately after the drop in the regions of Farm and Milta. But for now, my eyes are on Yashnaya, because I'm not just able to see 2 teams, but there is one more team that's going to lurk in and around Yashnaya. Well, I will also want to see if Pochinki is where both the teams are going to go off. Yesterday, I saw Nigma Galaxy, and there was another squad in the name of Envy, if I'm not wrong.
Let's see which are those teams. But oh, Yalla Esports is already starting to pop it out. You can see that there is the first blade that might actually come from the lobby. That's quite an aggressive approach that Yalla Esports is having. But yes, if you have the competition, you have to eliminate him, or he's going to do the same to you. But apart from that, on the left side, you can see that there is another big clash coming up, and this is the Pochinki backend warehouse squad, to be precise. It's New Boss versus Team Nigma Galaxy, and they're trying to take up the fight. It seems like that guy with the MP45 will not be able to secure a lot of things. And yes, the pop-out now is going to be there, and boom, comes in with a booming performance from his corner, and with that, Levan was finished off. It's a big loss for team New Boss. It seems like that now New Boss should actually fall back, and if they are going to push in the Pochinki region, they might actually go down just like their one of those players was taken down. So yeah, for New Boss, completely falling back is going to be the main question.
See, in the initial stages, like I was saying yesterday, if the squads are going to lose players, I mean, early engagement is always going to be something that teams would want, and they will not only want the early engagement, but it needs to be also in favor for them.
Right.
It was for Nigma Galaxy, not for NB. So, well, Nigma Galaxy for now, rulers, the kings, the conquerors of Pochinki. Nobody to dethrone them. Yesterday as well, in the two games that we saw, Nigma Galaxy was definitely having an edge over NB there. So probably NB just want some redemption. They want to claim the throne of Pochinki, but well, it didn't really work out for them, did it?
Yeah, it was not that good for the team, to be precise. But Titan Gaming on the other corner have secured one frag. That's good enough. Puncher is the guy who was able to secure it, and he's very good when it comes to the aggression. He's very good when it comes to the effort that is required to take one or two players down in front of him. But on the other corner, if we talk about on the beautiful area, that's 70 for you guys. Yalla Esports versus, if I'm not wrong, that's Unicorns of Love, which are in a fight. New Boss on the other corner gets countered once again, and that's Beast X, who has been taken down completely, has been shut off, and a big loss once again for Team New Boss. I don't know what is the approach, but the players are falling like a domino effect.
Well, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait like how Yalla Bolt is waiting for a good target to come and then take the fire. He has an Uzi, but will Uzi help him in a long range? But look at the split that Unicorns of Love is having against Yalla. They have been completely surrounded, and Icy definitely gets an angle check there. Volt taken down on his knees. A revival is definitely what Yalla will be looking at, but Safe now becomes a person who is completely left out, I must say. But there's a nade that I'm able to see that might be coming up from Michi. If that connects, then might just be a lot of trouble. Icy as well wants to enter inside. There is some free fire that will happen from both the sides. None of the bullets that are connecting. Volt gets another life, I must say. But on the other side, Nigma Galaxy definitely still behind NB over there. Archon was being taken down. Volt, a lot of shots getting connected on him. He would want to patch himself up, but it's a 2v2 in this particular house inside. Good battle that I'm able to see. But Yalla is losing out on this one. Volt is really on a very low HP. He doesn't really have any first aid to patch himself up with that few pixels of health that he has. Will he be able to execute a 1v2 is a big question. Safe on the other side gets taken down as well.
Bolt trying to survive for now. A nade is going to come in very soon. You can already see that the popping order is going to come in. Okay, he gets the band-aids, but that won't be fruitful. Oh, one of the nade goes in. With that, I believe the finish is there. And that nade was absolutely able to, should I say, crack him out of equation. So for now, yes, absolutely, it's looking quite good. But now if we talk about XQ, or should I say Smell IC, XQ SME IC, that's the name. And I believe, yes, Unicorns of Love are looking very good after ripping out the 70 situation. Now they are actually having 4 frags. They have got the 4 manpower as well. What more can you ask from a particular fight? Major fight is going to be there, trying to take up a fight.
Well, major fight. I'm an MS. Well, for now, looking at a good situation. 34 points that they have from yesterday. Yalla Esports has been eliminated, which means it is a great opportunity for Ozarox and MS there. They would definitely want to make sure that they are surviving a bit more longer. Just 3 to 4 points to overtake Yalla. But I guess overall, AGONxI8 is going to be really very happy. But Titan playing the battle of their life, I believe. 4 people together on one. There was a 1v4 situation for Ozarox there, but not much that he could have done. I believe there's a final player of Ozarox surviving for now, but for how long? I really need an answer to that as soon as possible, or else I'm just going to be panicking for Nox there.
Once again, the Nova Hypno is not looking good for this guy. Let's see what he can do. He's completely going to bail out from the situation. Titan Gaming, after having 3 frags, they're looking confident. But if I talk about the play zone, that's absolutely sweet for me as a enthusiast who loves to see the zone coming in the source of military-based region. It is going to be quite ample. And in the military-based region, seems like that Mage's Pride is in a fight with another beautiful team. So would love to see what is happening in military base for now. Apart from that, if I talk about the school region, it's looking a little bit more vacated. And if I talk about Pochinki, it's new boss. Okay, new boss has been finished off if I'm not wrong. Seems like that. Apart from that, Nigma Galaxy is looking good. 14 teams and some players are there. Ozarox is actually not going to fall back. He's going to be there, lurking in the shadow, maybe trying to take that third party. But FUT Esports on the other corner tries to cross over the bridge. MP on the other corner gets taken down. That was a guy from Team Major Sprite. And the team which is in front of them is going to be AGONxI8 Esports. So I would love to should I say, request my producers to go with the AGONxI8 Esports if they can. But apart from that, there is a fight between Ozarox Esports. You can see that they're trying to pop out. Maybe AGONx. Oh, what is that? AGONxI8 Esports is already eliminated. That's a big loss for them.
Well, for now, Nox is definitely doing some magic out over here. He definitely was possibly able to survive for a bit more of a seconds than I was assuming that he would. But on all this commotion that happened, Puncher was taken down. He did definitely get knocked, but that was not really fruitful for Ozarox. But what is exactly happening today is all the teams that are in the top of the table, right? I mean, in the top of the table are getting eliminated earlier, while the teams that are in the bottom of the table are still surviving. The gap that was there is definitely getting lesser now. But talking about the zone going towards the military base and talking about the fight that is happening, FUT going all out on VGS.
Looking forward to see what happens in the military base. For now, yes, the zone is looking good. And yes, exactly, if I talk about the Nova Hypno Bridge, there are a lot of teams which are trying to take up a fight. It's FUT Esports trying to take a piece out of this particular fight. But oh, FUT Esports players are getting backstabbed from the back end. The Nova Hypno teams are finally trying to rotate and trying to put a full stop on the hold of the bridge. This is going to be a very bad situation for FUT Esports. Reason being, they are going to get sandwiched soon enough by the team number 12 and the team number 3 as well, because those are the two teams which are pretty much close to them, and they might be able to get that angle that is required to take them apart. Titan Gaming on the other corner is finally going to wrap everything that was there in the Nova Hypno region, and they will rotate to the Nova Hypno bridge, and where they will actually give the backstab to team number 3 as well. So a lot of teams can go down at the same instant. MS Esports' KCU is actually taken down. VGS on the other corner, should I say, Virtual Gaming Squad is going to take one down from FUT Esports as well. So Cairo is also down. Only 2 members left from this team. VGS is finally going to make their way to the bridge and get as many as flags that is possible for them.
See, now VGS is definitely on a spree where they definitely want to climb up the ladder of the points table there. But enough spoken about the points table. The action right now over here is between the 3 teams, where FUT, somewhere or the other, find themselves being sandwiched between the 2 teams of, namely VGS, that is Virtual Gaming Squad, and Melise Esports. Melise Esports on the 4th position for now. They are definitely going to be on this bridge, trying to make sure that they're able to pick as many frags as possible, because that is, as well as, you know, as I mean, I would say it's more important than just surviving at the moment, because you just have 4 more matches and you definitely have to get all the points that you can in order to maintain that position that you're having on the leaderboard. But for now, Lewis trying to get some angle created, wanting to, you know, multiply those frags for himself. But on the other side, Titan TQ definitely spots one of Melise and is immediately not only knocked but taken down as well.
Well, all said and done, let's see how far they will be able to establish their dominance. For MS Esports, KSU and the other guys are actually back in the meta. 12 teams, 42 players are remaining. Stage number 2, or should I say the zone number 2, is going to get compromised soon enough, and then we'll get to go with the 3rd circle of this particular fight, and that can be quite critical as well. Remember guys, 3 more matches to go, excluding this one. I hope so you are, everybody which is actually on the chat, are sharing the stream with your teammates and your friends. so that you can know what kind of decimation is going to be there. But yeah, it's a little bit sad to see IIT Esports departing that early, but it happens, guys. When you are in a competition, it is going to happen. But the thing is, Yalla Esports is surviving. And why I'm talking about Yalla Esports against IIT Esports, the reason being because that is the team which was pretty much close to dethroning the team which is known as AGONxI8 ESPORts. And seems like that Yalla Esports, if they are able to get any kind of, let's say, 4 to 5 points, they're easily going to dethrone them. But seems like that Game Lord are going to pop out on Virtual Gaming Squad. Faluki has been taken down, and the rest remaining players are going to regroup once again, trying to take the fight from their angle. But there are a lot of teams which are going to gatekeep them.
Gatekeeping is what I'm going to expect overall in this particular game out here. But FUT Savian has been the final person surviving. He has a 1v2 to be done. Unicorns of Love definitely want to pick up that particular frag, want to clear this area for themselves. Zero is heading quite aggressively ahead, but Beast gets taken down in this journey. Zero as well was almost at the verge of getting taken down, but he saves the day for Unicorn of Love. The person who has been knocked out, he will be getting revived. And Zero, for now, being the hero for his squad out there. But on the other side, I'm able to see GLT versus VGS as well. There's a 2v4 situation. One gets taken down. iShot wants to take another one down. He's successful with that. How was that actually possible? But from the other side, Victor definitely wants to clutch the situation out for himself, and he possibly does that. Virtual Gaming Squad gets eliminated at 11th position. GLD surviving for some more time, but not just that, they are also able to attack more.
Well, all said and done, as you can see that the glorified fights are coming up to an end because 10 teams are surviving, and it's Game Lord Esports which was able to take down the Virtual Gaming Squad, which was looking quite confident. But now, as you can see that the results are quite critical, and it's team number 3, that was, if I'm not wrong, Melise Esports, which is able to rotate to the source of community base on the southern side. That's amazing. A Major Sprite is also there. Besiktas Esports is also regrouping in that vicinity, and if you guys remember, Major Sprite was the team which was able to eliminate AGONxI8 ESPORTS. So those of you who are still expecting us to show you AGONxI8 ESPORTS, wait a little longer. They will be back in the map of Miramar, and then you can witness them. But for now, yes, the results are not looking that good for a lot of teams. But oh, that was a lovely nade. Geekay Esports Gath is actually going to get taken down. C on the other corner is also going to cook up a nade, but that nade was not at all fruitful, although the knockouts are there. Another nade goes in. Oh, the splash damage was there, but not significant. But the trade fire, but Ragnar was on point, and look at that. The last 2 remaining from Team Game Lord Esports might not have a space to actually survive, and this is going to end them apart. Victor also gets taken down. It's all about the last man standing. That could be Cash, if I'm not wrong. He's the only guy surviving with the Thompson. He has got the Thompson. Definitely a beautiful SMG, but will it going to cut the deal? No, it's not. CA on the other corner gets the elimination, and with that, Game Lord Esports is going to taste the same thing that they were able to dish out on Virtual Gaming Squad. That is the backstab with that Geekay Esports. 5 amazing eliminations from their corner. Now they have to travel to the zone, but I believe nobody's going to let them do so.
Well, GK, in order for them to get inside the zone, they definitely have to tackle a lot of bridge blocking that has been going on. But I'm just shocked. I am not able to find the right words to describe on what exactly Game Lord did there, but I believe that aggression could have been controlled a bit, and probably that could have resulted in a better situation for them, because they already had built that momentum by eliminating the Virtual Gaming Squad, and I believe that momentum just went over their control probably. But well, it just didn't end well for them, and I'm hoping that they actually learn from this and get some more action for the next ERANGEL that we have today. But for now, Besiktas Esports, 4-man strong, still 4-man strong, very sturdy. Outside the zone for now, they definitely would want to find some space inside the zone. But right now, about the zone itself, Raider, there is just one particular place inside the zone which is quite in the center east side, where there is an amazing dip from where about a year or 2 years ago, Orange Rock, led by Mavi, secured that particular position, and then they were able to get a chicken dinner out there from all the commotion that was there. But in all this, Nigma Galaxy, boom, also finds his exit from this particular match through the play zone.
A lot of players are going to fall down soon enough, but look at that beautiful chase mission coming from Titan's perspective. He was able to knock out one, but he was like, it's not enough. I'm going to rip apart another guy. But the shots were there, although it was only to stop him. But now with that info section glacier, he's going to find another one. Maybe the knockout will come in. Oh, the damage is way too high. Caesar has to actually just survive maybe a little bit more and eventually come back with some good HP. If the HP is not going to be there, I believe it can be a little bit more on the uncomfortable side for the team. But if I talk about Onyx Ravens, Sanji and the other members, the 4-man squad is going to travel a little bit more deeper into the play zone. And as per the live standings, we can see that they have got 2 kills, if I'm not wrong, in this particular matchup. Looking forward to see what more they can do. The 4th zone is going to get compromised, and after that we will see another zone. But Besiktas Esports on the other corner is also getting decimated, and Slime 4KT is also getting taken down by the play zone. So everybody is getting punished. But out of all the commotion, out of all the ruckus, it seems like that team, Onyx Ravens, are going to be the only team which is going to completely be away from the fight and meanwhile rotate as well. But Titan Gaming, look at that pressure that they are going to build. Seems like that Besiktas Esports is almost about to run out of their lives.
See, now let's do the math immediately. The top 3 teams that we are able to see from the Alive status is not alive right now, and Titan Esports is going all out in this game. They already have secured in total 37 points. Plus to this, there'll be some more points adding of their position. Titan Esports has just did their homework today, and I guess they're going to be that team who's going to be out of syllabus. But for now, Puncher trying to puncture the vehicles of MS Spectre over there. Spectre is the lone survivor, I believe, from that particular squad. No, I must correct myself immediately. Clutch and Lewis are also still present, but they're not really close to his teammate, and they're having their own battle out over here. GKC trying to cook a nade. Will he be able to find any connections out there is a big question. Probably the Finnish feed is going to answer that, but Geth is trying to rejoin his teammate over there and trying to also do some action for his teammate there. But C, I believe, is holding a really dangerous position. Teams in this front, teams in his back. How long is he going to survive?
Oh man, the survival is not going to be that easy for sure. That's the biggest thing that I wanted to tell you. But on the other corner, look at that. C goes in for a nade. The splash damage could have come in, but no, it was the MP45 that was able to dish out the damage that was required. He gets one. He's about to take the another guy, but no, before that he's going to get taken down. Get on the other corner from the back foot. He wants to rip apart the enemy, but it is not going to be that easy. And now when he's just the last man standing, he's the solo one, he should be a little bit more sneaky. He fails to do so, and it's Titan who is going to figure him out. And remember, Titan has got the 4-man power. Their nades are already getting cooked up. They're easily going to throw down the nades, and if the nade gets the connection, that would be it. Oh, it was a little bit overcooked, and in the mid of that particular perspective, the nade was unable to find the way. But Titan Gaming, after having 10 kills, 10 eliminations, 10 defeats, what more can we ask from them? But Titan Gaming definitely looking quite confident at this point, and they've got the first kills, they've got the utilities as well, but they're not going to mess around taking that particular guy which was left from that particular fight. I don't think so he's going to go for those eliminations. But Besiktas Esports on the other corner gets eliminated. It's Enjoy who was the last man standing at #8 with 0 kills. I don't think so any kind of points are going to be there. Just 1 for position. That's all they're going to get. But apart from that, 7 teams that are remaining. Out of that particular 7 teams, it's Geekay Esports' Ghayath, which whose perspective I was talking about, because he's the last man standing. But taking him down is not going to be that easy. But Kissio also gets traded off with that beautiful spray coming from Titan Gaming. I believe the elimination is also going to be on the way. But Unicorns of Love at 7th position gets eliminated with 7 kills as well.
Excellent. I don't know how he's able to spot all these players over there. For me, from my vision out here, not much that I'm able to do. But Axer is definitely able to spot a lot of finishes that he may want to name them. But Lewis found his way inside the zone. Geth, not really. He gets picked by Lewis, who just entered the zone. MS Lewis will be the final person surviving. He's doing a lot for his team right now. 4 finishes that he's carrying, and probably he will also want to find some space inside the zone, but he definitely has to do that a bit earlier, because Titan from behind is definitely going to have an eye on him. And well, I was just talking about it, and Titan Xer definitely finds his bullets connecting on Lewis, and Lewis gets picked up. Top 4 teams, Titan, MP, Nigma Galaxy, and then there is which team is with 12 kills, Raider?
I think Titan Gaming could be the team which is going to back out the winner chicken dinner. Apart from that, if I talk about Major Pride and Nigma Galaxy, both of them have to be very sneaky if they want to just go for the second position, because having the winner chicken dinner is out of question. That's the one thing I would love to predict at this point. Apart from that, the airdrop has been looted by Onyx Ravens, and that's Salam, who has actually got that particular drops advantage. I don't know what kind of gun that guy is going to have, but eventually, yes, figuring it out. Nigma Galaxy's lot gets figured out. He has been taken down. I mean, I was talking about their sneakiness. I was talking about the perspective that they should be sneaky, but that's not the case with those guys. And with that, the elimination is already here, as you can see. And it seems like that now the pressure will be there for Onyx Ravens, because they have got the 4-man power. That could be the only team which can stop the rampage that Titan Gaming is already pursuing in the lobby.
Well, Titan Gaming, you said, and I guess they are bringing in a lot of things today on the table. They are 4-man strong surviving. They have 13 finishes with them. The winner chicken dinner prediction says that they have 44.94% of chances to be, well, that just increased to 0.77 more, which means Titan Gaming, if they are going to get a good space in the zone, which they are trying to put efforts to. Salam gets spotted from Puncher. He definitely wants to collect those bullets, get that frag out from there as well. But Titan, look at them. They are going with those buggies more like they are the lions of this particular forest, and they are hunting down their prey like never before.
Oh man, it's quite possible for now that Onyx Ravens can change the tide, but the way you said that, yes, they are the lions, they are the predators, they are the apex predators of this particular fight, the way they are performing is absolutely lovely. But Titan Esports, Titan Gaming, whatever you want to call them out, they are pretty much on a splitting corner. They are splitting themselves apart, and that can result in a fatal blow coming from Team Major Pride or maybe from Onyx Ravens as well. But yeah, Monkey manages to take one down, and that's the moment where the third party should come in. This is the moment where the third party should be coming from the team known as Titan Gaming. If the third party is here, that can be very fruitful. Oh, Oxus 21 has been taken down. It's Onyx Raven who is going to easily get apart, and yeah, the knockouts are coming in. It's looking quite well. Titan Gaming finally finds their way to do the third party, and with that, Onyx Raven is not going to survive for sure. It could be Major Pride which is going to bag out the second position. Seems like that. Monkey on the other corner goes in for another nade. Oh, nice, that was lovely. That was a nade coming from Sanji's corner, although it was able to give the splash damage, but not enough to put the enemy down. Oh, was it the case? Yes, the enemy has been taken down. One knockout is already there. It's a 4v3v1 type of situation where Major Pride's Monkey is just completely going to lay himself off, and he's going to completely. He's on the upper side, I believe. He's on this rooftop, on the ceiling.
He's gonna enjoy this one.
Yeah, he's completely going to enjoy the show. Ooh, Sanji on the other corner bags out TQ once again. Another knockout is here. Enemy on the other corner goes with the DB shot. He clutches it out. He was able to take him down. That's amazing. Titan Gaming are falling like a bunch of cards at this point. But let's see what changes their tide, what changes their perspective. But no, nothing is going to change it. 3 players have been taken down. A match which was pretty much in the hands of Titan Gaming is outside their hand. It's outside their vicinity, and that nade will seal the deal. Maybe. Oh, that was not enough. Yeah, the damage was there, but not enough to put them down. Finally looking at Puncher. Oh, yes, the elimination is there. With that, the second position goes to Major Pride. The first one might actually go for the team known as Onyx Ravens, but what is this? Pride is trying to create another set of angle. This could be a beautiful 1v2 on the way, but no, the replay shots are coming in. Finally trying to rip him apart, and with that, Onyx Raven gets the kill, and Major Pride is out of equation. Only 4 kills from their corner, but all said and done, the winner chicken is here, and that's the team known as Onyx Raven finally nailing the final nail in the coffin.
Well, the nail in the coffin was done just about right on Onyx, I must call them. They definitely put a full stop to Titan's aggression, even though that they were having the man advantage there, but somewhere or the other they just got carried away. But Titan Gaming has definitely done the damage that was required, and I guess, and I'm going to believe, and I'm going to really assume that Titan Gaming is going to be at #1 in the entire leaderboard. But talking about the winner chicken dinner team, OXR Onyx 8 eliminations, 1248 damage that they are giving. Overall standings will be at 6th. They find themselves at 6th position with the total points of 36. Quite an amazing gameplay coming up from them. Winner chicken dinner, an amazing one, I must say. The confidence that this particular team is carrying, Raider, I believe that's top notch. You know when the Finnish feed is actually running with the name Titan, and then they come in front of you, you know that they are in front of you. They didn't lose their composure. They did what they had to do. They definitely did eliminate that particular squad out there, and they were able to nail this one for themselves.
See, the thing is that in the esports room card, you don't get to know the name until unless you finish them off.
Yeah.
You only get to see that team this and player number this. That's all you actually get. Like team number 4, player 2 that has been knocked out by you. That's all you get. But eventually, yeah, players are actually getting an idea that if the guy has been knocked out, he might be definitely coming back with the team, and that the eliminations are going to get followed up. So definitely those eliminations were on point. The takedowns were on point. But eventually the result is that team Onyx Ravens are going to back out this round. But with how many frags? That is the main question. Yes, they were able to take down the team which is known as Titan Gaming, which had 12 frags if I'm not wrong. And Major Pride, well, they also had a decent amount of frags in their perspective. But all said and done, a beautiful match indeed. Major Pride, well, they were able to take down one of the biggest competition of the lobby, the table toppers, the team which was on top, AGONxI8 ESPORts. That was a team which has been slayed by team Major Pride. But after that, Major Pride didn't go that far away because their number of frags was not looking that good. If we talk about Titan Gaming, they started off in the Novo Ripnoi vicinity. They were able to take down 1 or 2 players in that particular area. I believe the whole team of Ozarox Esports was completely finished off by them in the Novo Ripnoi vicinity, and then they crossed over to the Novo Ripnoi bridge, took some frags over there, then they moved on to the vicinities which is on the southern end of the military base, took some teams over there. Nigma Galaxy finally get nailed by the team particularly known as Titan Gaming, and then the focus got shifted on the team which was Onyx Ravens, and it was not fruitful for them, to be honest.
Well, that was the case, but we'll go ahead and look at head-to-head right away, and we would want to see what is on the table right now. Okay, so that's Major Pride, one of the teams that you're talking about, and Onyx, who got this chicken dinner for themselves. #1 from this particular match, and #2 Major Pride. What a game of survival that we got to see from Major Pride. I must appreciate those efforts, but they have definitely done what was required apart from the survival itself. Look at the damage that they've given, 1497, almost 1500, and they've got about four finishes for themselves. Knocks are 7, survived for about 16.36 minutes. Utilities that they used were 12, and total points that they get from this particular game will be 10. 12 and 10. So I mean, they have definitely had enough loot, I must say, but I guess their focus might be to get some more loot for themselves in the map of Miramar, because the map of Miramar is known more for the fights that are going to happen on the ridges. Then that's where they'll want to have a lot of smokes. But enough spoken about that. For the match 5 of ERANGEL, MVP will be XR, if I'm getting the name right, that is right, Titan XR. With 5 eliminations, he's definitely matching AGONxI8's top finishes in a single game of yesterday. He's got 5 finishes for himself, 939 damage, assists will be 4, heals for himself will be 289, survival time of 22 minutes and 39 seconds. I just want to say one thing, and it is that if Titan could have controlled their aggression, then probably they could have taken few more points and eventually might have seen themselves on the leaderboard way past and way above AGONxI8 for now.
Yeah, that could have been the scene. That could have been the important aspect of this particular fight. But we'll talk about that aspect. I mean, those are the speculations that we'll be talking about throughout the game, throughout the tournament. But eventually, the results are here. Highest skill is actually going to be in the hands of Exer, and Sai on the other corner is going to get 5 eliminations as well. And it seems quite lovely at this point. If we talk about Lewis, that guy was able to get 4 eliminations. If we talk about Enemy, he was also able to secure 3 eliminations as well. Everything said and done, yes, the competition was absolutely on point, but let's talk about some more stuff. Like, highest skills is pretty much over, as you can see that. But again, I would love to request to the chat, go for the 1K likes if you can, guys, because yesterday we was able to hit that marker. We were able to hit the 1000 live watching marker as well, although i8 esports is unable to stand at that moment, and it seems like that in the next 3 matches things can change quite rapidly. i8 esports can actually survive a bit more, but for now in the match summary you can see that the highest skill, the highest damage is pretty much in the hands of Exer. Same team representation is going to be there, that's Titan Gaming. But Virtual Gaming Squads, Pubg, what is the name? Pubg, it seems like that is the name.
Pubg, yes.
Pubg or Pubg, whatever you want to call him out. This guy had the longest distance kills, 401 meter. That's huge, man.
That's a lot. Yes, I definitely. Wait, it is 401, is it?
Exactly. That's what I was talking about, because that's the record we were unable to check out yesterday, no?
yesterday's record, if I'm not wrong, was 280. Yeah, 297. Yes, I don't know why I remember 289 though, but 401 in a map of ERANGEL. I would still digest this if it was Miramar, but in the map of ERANGEL, if he's able to do this, I just want to see more of him in Miramar now. But talking about Zero with 10 most utilities used. He's used a lot of utilities for himself. I guess he was trying to get more frags for himself for this team, but he was actually getting more damage on himself. We definitely saw that happening against BSG in the Novo Repnoi bridge, if you remember. Beast and Zero both aggressed together against BSG, but that didn't really work out well for Beast there. But Zero, even after he took a lot of damage on himself, he was able to clutch that situation out for his team. And, well, that proves on why there was a lot of utilities that he took. But match ranking, right? Titan Gaming with 14 eliminations and 5 rank points, total of 19 points that they take. Onyx with that chicken dinner, not so far behind, 18 points. Nigma Galaxy with 10, Major Pride with 10. And then we see Unicorns of Love, Geekay Esports, Melise Esports, Game Lord, Virtual Gaming Squad, Agon, FUT, Besiktas, Yalla, New Boss, and Ozarox. See, now these are the teams that are trying to, you know, either maintain themselves on the leaderboard or at least see themselves climbing the leaderboard. And all these squads that were actually wanting to prove something out for themselves today, they didn't really perform well in this particular match. But, well, the day is still long. We have 3 more matches to be looking into. But match statistics. What is more interesting than match statistics? I believe nothing. And 401 meters of that longest skill distance. Virtual Gaming Squads, Alpha Luigi, man, I really want to talk to you. What exactly was running in your mind?
Man, oh man, a beautiful shot indeed coming from his corner. But the match stats are clearly showcasing us that the healing was absolutely on par. Look at that, pretty much close to the 10,000 marker. And the headshots was also good. Overall ranking, it's Titan Gaming, which is going to be on top with 47 points. Not a single chicken dinner in their hands, but still being on top. Hats off to them. AGONxI8 ESPORts only. Yeah, it does. AGONxI8 ESPORts, even after having a beautiful chicken dinner, they are stuck at 2nd position. Melise Esports, they had the chance to overpower them. Yalla Esports, they also had the chance. Even Ozarox had the chance, but seems like that they've fallen short in terms of their attraction and maybe traction of the fights. But finally, it's Onyx Ravens, which is making their way in the first page after this particular beautiful winner with the chicken dinner that they were able to attain with 36 points. Major Pride, same number of points from their corner as well. Although if we talk about Game Lord Esports, even after a chicken dinner, 32-pointer, you saw how beautifully Game Lord Esports was able to punish Virtual Gaming Squad. But as a karma, things changed quite rapidly for them as well, and Game Lord Esports also tasted the same fate.
Oh yes, Game Lord had a really good game there. I must say that the way they performed and eliminated that particular squad out there, if they would have had the control aggression. See, today from the match of ERANGEL, what I take home is that you have built the momentum, good for you. But if you are going to overutilize that momentum that you have built, that is, then that might just not be great for you. But talking about squads from 10 to 17, Unicorns of Love 23, Nigma Galaxy with 22, FUT with 20, Besiktas 17. Well, that is a climb down for Besiktas. I was expecting the climb up, but nevertheless, there are 3 more matches. Slime 4KT, Twisted Minds, Virtual Gaming Squad, and New Boss. Those will be the teams that are going to be on the bottom of the table. Now these teams that are there will want to only focus on one thing, and it is to leave a mark from this particular pro scrims. They will definitely want to prove on why they have been invited to this pro scrims, and they definitely would want to be invited for the next one as well. And I mean, not a couple of matches cannot prove your worth, but leaving a mark is definitely going to show a lot of potential that you actually have.
I mean, leaving that mark is going to be very important, but for now, we are going to leave you guys for just 2 or 3 minutes, and after that, we'll be back again with the aggression in the match number 6, or should I say match number 2 of the day number 2. So for now, guys, take a chill pill. We'll be back soon enough. back again with a short break, and we are ready and amped up to see what happens in the next one, because the map schedule is going to come in soon enough, and that will tell us that which is the next one that we are going to cast and you guys are going to witness. To be honest, all the 19 teams are going to be present here, but just a quick recap for you guys. It's Onyx Ravens with a total of 18 points, if I'm not wrong, with a 18-pointer winner chicken dinner. In the previous one, they were able to bag it out, but on the other corner, if we're talking about the map of Miramar, that is the next one.
Miramar, the sands that we are going to see is definitely something which I will want to be looking key. I mean, today, who is going to be sweeping this one for themselves? But well, yesterday when we saw Miramar, what I was able to see is we were able to see Drop Clash and Picado. We were able to see one in Los Leones and somewhere in the areas of Hasandia del Patron. I really want to see on what is going to happen in the Del Patron region and who's going to take that golden Mirado for themselves. But other regions that were not really explored were El Pozo. I didn't see squads going to the Monte Nuevo region. There was regions like Junkyard, which was also not really explored. So I definitely would want that teams are actually wanting to take individual drop locations, because this particular, this particular match out here, the match of Miramar, it's all about the slow-paced game. So, well, if the map is known for a slow-paced game, then why not take an individual drop?
Yeah, you can go for it, and those secondary drops are easily going to give you a very good access of the lobby, and then you can actually have some good loots. But for now, match number 6 has been started. 64 by 64 players. That means everybody is here, jam-packed. The flight is full, and let's see where the flight path is going to come from and where the flight path is going to go to. Oh, it's starting from the ruins corner. La Cobria is going to be there. Bailey touching the El Pozo, and apart from that, Pubg is there. Picado is there. Los Lunas is going to be there. Puerto Pracio at the last is going to be there along with Impala. But Montenovo, let's see which team is going to go for that. Picado, obviously a great location to go on. Chumasera, another big location. But yes, the fights are going to be there. In ruins, I believe there are two teams going to take a walk.
Well, see, the flight trajectory is quite good for all the teams right now, because what? Are you able to see on where Titan is? And even after going to such a location, they actually have some guests coming there, or I don't know who's guest for whom, but there's some action that we are going to see for Titan, all from the beginning. If they are going to get this fight for themselves, then I'm sure that they are going to be unstoppable for this particular game. But well, we cannot really predict on what is going to happen in this particular game. For now, I'm able to see a lot of colors in the regions of Picado as well. But what I am more excited to be looking at is the action that we be immediately that is going to happen in the regions of Hasandia del Patron. I was just talking about it, and MS has already begun with it.
Well, the picks are coming in. The points are actually getting shifted. As you can see, a lot of bloodshed is there, and that's Melise Esports, as you said. They are already picking up the pace. On the other corner, in the Ruins region, I believe that's Ozarox Esports trying to take a fight against the team known as Titan Gaming, which was quite chaotic in the previous matchup. So looking forward to that perspective as well. But it seems like that team, Virtual Gaming Squad, is once again trying to take that fatal blow. But with that, 4 amazing eliminations. MSC Esports, the mistake that they did in the previous one is not going to get repeated. And finally, they are here with the 4 eliminations. They are here to come back even stronger in the game. That can actually uplift a lot of spirits. But Virtual Gaming Squad, I don't know what they are doing, but they are messing up a lot of opportunities for themselves.
Hey, Radar, here I really want to add one thing, and it is that from yesterday we have seen 3 maps of Miramar, and in all these 3 maps, these 2 squads have always went to Hasandia del Patron, and this is the 3rd time, if I'm not wrong, that
the clash was there.
Yeah, that's what. Not only the clash, but Melise Esports was able to overpower the team that came there. And I guess VSG definitely has to come up with some alternate strategy for Miramar, because if they're going to lose a map so early, if they're going to see an elimination for themselves so early, then they're losing out on a lot of opportunity that they could have built for themselves in the upcoming 3 matches.
Definitely, as you said, Virtual Gaming Squad or VGS has to recuperate or maybe evolve at this point. If they are going to do the same mistake, things won't be that comfortable for them, and that's just a clash. That's just a clash which is awaiting devastation. On the other corner, if we talk about Titans TQ in the Ruins region, look at the beautiful flank this guy is going to create to maybe backstab Sephir, if it is possible, to be honest. Well, it's going to be a little bit more tough for him to actually pinpoint that precision nade, or maybe go for those hefty sprays. But if we talk about Storm, he's cooking up a nade, he's going for that nade, but let's see if the connection is going to connect or not.
the connection is something that all these players will definitely want to find. But we did see that not a lot of need finishes were there from yesterday from till today. There were the maximum that we saw was 2 grenade kills. So I will definitely want to see more of that action coming in. Apart from the guns that is definitely there, I would want to see some grenade action and some Molotov action as well. For now, Titan Gaming is definitely going to play it a bit cool. They do not want to over aggress. They definitely have learned something from what had happened in the last zones of ERANGEL. That's the match 5 of this entire Pro Scrims and match number 1 of this particular day. But AGONxI8, an early elimination in ERANGEL. They are definitely looking forward to be surviving in this one, but there is some fight that has begun in Titan Gaming's location. Titan Gaming has got one knock for his player, and I will want to see if they're able to survive for longer or they are going to face some early elimination.
The eliminations are going to come, no doubt in that. For now, if we talk about Major Spide, yes, their rotations are actually coming in after securing a beautiful elimination by Nomi. That's good. But if we talk about Ozarox Esports, oh man, look at that. Titan Gaming is under trouble. Oh, another retaliation coming from the corner. 6 was able to take one down. Titan Gaming is currently trying their level best to backstab the enemy. Oh, that was a deadly nade, a fatal one indeed. Titan Gaming is looking very sharp. 3 members from Team Ozarox have been taken down. It's the last man standing from the particular fight. That's going to be Swain, if I'm not wrong. He's cooking up a nade. He might be able to find that angle. If the angle is right, that could be a fruitful one. But after that, he has the Spanish damages coming up. It's a clear 1v1. Oh,
Whoa.
that's it. That's it. All said and done. Titan Gaming again back in the meta with 4 amazing frags.
Raider, there's this one thing that I really want to be mentioning, and it is that in every fight, probably Titan Gaming's finishes are increasing, but one thing that has been consistent is that Puncher gets knocked out. I I do not know how that happens, but Puncher is always the player who gets knocked out, which also tells me that he might just be the main assaulter of his team. But AGONxI8 not really looking good right now. 1v2 situation for IQ there, and a 2v2 situation for the other players there. A player gets spotted. Blade tries to connect few bullets, not really successful in that. Will want to give it a shot again, but IQ immediately changes his position, learns that he's been in a very tough location. For now, he finds himself going a bit behind, but for now, 1v2 situation for Beast, that is against Blade and Uzum. I will definitely want to see if he's able to bring a clutch situation for himself, or will he be taken down immediately.
Let's see what these guys can do, because the last match was not good. Falak on the other corner gets eliminated once again quite early. That's a big loss for the team. And eventually, yesterday's MVP is not outshining everybody else today, because this is the day of judgment, as you know. Last 3 matches are left, including this one. So definitely, I believe things can change quite rapidly. New boss on the other corner wants to get this match in their favor. They are already starting out quite chaotic. Geekay Esports on the other corner gets one round from Team FUT. Kairos on the other corner gets the trade. T also gets taken down. 2 good guys from Team GK has been finished off, and they have been taken down completely. But on the other corner, Gath also gets finished off with the GK completely gets ripped apart from the lobby with only 1 frag, and that was a big loss for FUT Esports. But it seems like that FUT Esports is now going to take a piece with it. Reason being, FUT Esports is now going to secure 4 amazing frags from their perspective, and that is going to be a good conversion. A 1 versus 4 type of situation is going to be there. After losing 1 good player from the team, they were able to gain 4 finishes, but that was a sneaky one indeed. AGONxI8 Esports looking very confident the way they are catching up in the game, but the push is going to be there, and it's surreal. But Uzum also gets taken down. Blade on the other corner is there. IQ is going to be there. Oh, IQ gets taken down. Now Blade is the last man standing. Can he rip apart everybody else? Well, let's see what happens. Shots are coming in. It's a 1v2 type of situation, if I'm not wrong, where the other guy from team New Boss is actually going to be very bad at a very bad situation. He's pretty much far away. Yeah, Agon is pretty much far away. But now he's back in the game. He's pretty much close to the fight. AKM shots are coming in. Goes in for a 1v1, but fails to do so. And just like that, AGONxI8 Esports once again gets 0 as a number of points.
Early elimination is not what AGONxI8 will be wanting for themselves, but 2 matches in a row, AGONxI8 definitely have to work on their strategies again. But talking about Game Lord, they are not looking good right now because their players are quite widespread, and the situation for them is definitely not something that they would want to put themselves in. Victor, quite close to Poser. There is Kashi, if I'm not wrong, in the long distance. Yes, he is. He will want to give some cover, but has he not spotted Clutch yet? If he does, then I'm sure he'll be taking few shots out there. But Victor, buying some time for himself, will definitely want to revive his teammate. More the players, better the team strategy that can be developed. But what I am not happy with is that the knock that came from Melise against Game Lord was something quite an open, and they should have taken this as an advantage for themselves, and they should have definitely tried to get. Oh, okay. Well, more about that, but the fight about that is happening between Nigma Galaxy and Major Pride is definitely getting heated up. That was definitely some long distance knock that we got to witness.
Well, indeed, the knockouts are coming up. I mean, it's not going to stop. That's the meta of Miramar. You are going to see a lot of third parties. You are going to see a lot of ruckuses. On the other corner, it's Melise Esports Lewis, who is going to put one down from Team Game Lord Esports. Seems like that their ruckus is not going to stop anytime soon. They are trying to, just should I say, gain as many as finishes as possible. Meanwhile, survive as well. But Slime 4KT, it's Baby Jing 4KT who is going to put one down from Team Besiktas Esports. The complete elimination is going to be there. And following up that, I believe Besiktas Esports should rotate as soon as it's possible, because in the last two matches, Besiktas Esports was able to give a strong comeback. In the last two matches in the previous day, they were able to get a lot of points, but today's day is not looking that fruitful for Besiktas Esports. As a whole, the team is surviving. 17 points is what they have at this moment in their favor, but the Unicorns of Love managed to take one down, and that's going to be Yalla Esports' Vault. That knockout can be critical. Oh, Saf also gets taken down. Yalla Vault has been confirmed. That's a big loss for team Yalla Esports, and Unicorns of Love are completely trying to rip them apart.
See, Yalla Esports has a lot of things to lose, but Unicorns of Love are just playing this to make, leave a mark for themselves, and they're just doing about right, because they're competing right against a team which is right now in a position where they would want to, be maintained at. But if they're going to lose players in the beginning, that's definitely not a good sign for them. But coming back to Nigma Galaxy, high ground advantage with them. They are able to spot some players down there. They're trying to connect the bullets, but in return, in trade, they're also definitely having few bullets connected at them. I mean, look at the helmet of Rauf. It's quite damaged. One more hit and that might just get blown away. So that's the situation which Nigma is going through. But the team downstairs, the team which is holding below, Major Pride definitely want to get this particular situation capitalized for themselves. Will they be able to do it? A big question.
The picks. Well, it's lovely. Nigma Galaxy wants to have the upper edge in their favor. They have got it. And now they have lost one good member of their team as well. So the losses are actually getting followed up for Nigma Galaxy. Let's see what they are going to bring to the table for now for the team. If we talk about Unicorns of Love, well, another beautiful takedown, but Beast also gets countered by Yalla Esports. But finally, it seems like that Yalla Esports is going to get eliminated by the beautiful team of Unicorns of Love. An interesting team to be precise. From yesterday, I was talking about this team's participation, maybe their prediction, maybe their attempt of the fight, and it's looking good for now. Yes, the comeback is coming up, although they're not very good, very fluent in terms of attack. It's not there, but yes, they are here invited in this particular scenario, so definitely they have some credibility and they're showcasing their talent as well. I'm worried about some teams which are at the bottom of the food chain. I don't know what they're doing, and overall standing will be there after this day ends, to be precise. Not just the overall standing, you will get to see who is the champion, you will get to see who is the runner-up, and the prize pool split is also going to be there, as we talked about it yesterday, that the prize pool split is of, the whole prize pool, to be honest, is of $300. The split is like, the first position is going to get $150, the second one is going to get $100, the third one is going to get $50. So top three position, they're going to get this. Out of these 19 teams, only the 3 teams are going to get, top 3 teams are going to get the prize pool. But looking at the zone, lossiness, there it is.
The prize pool is quite far behind for the players who are right at the northeast western side. I must say, it's a lot of commotion there, a lot of cluster over there, but Major Pride surviving through the smoke balls there. But Titan Gaming will want to spray down the players of Major Pride. There is some blind fire that is going on. There are a few connections that they were able to find, but just on the other side, Nigma Lord is also present, and he would want to confirm few finishes for himself. But look at Monkey. From some angle that he has created, he was able to definitely pick off Puncher there. Like I always mentioned, Raider, puncher is that person who gets picked off first. He's either knocked and eliminated. That's a story that I will want to discuss with him.
Yeah, indeed, that is something which is making me worried as well. Reason could be that possibly he's the guy who loves to assault. He's the one who is actually standing in front of every single blow that is coming for the team. So that could be the main possibility. Apart from that, Major Spide is now in a battle with Nigma Galaxy. Lord Roth, they're trying to rotate in the zone, but the nade and the sprays, well, it's not letting him go in the zone. And seems like that it won't be that easy for them to approach for the play zone. But on the other corner, it's Roth, who can easily turn the tables. So the zone pressure is coming up. He's got the UMP45 in his hand, a beast gun in the close quarter. As you know, the meta was quite buffed up, but recently in the updates, the meta for UMP45's damage is not going to be there. But the suppressor, if UMP45 and the suppressor, that's a deadly combination, just like a Groza and suppressor. On the other corner, if we talk about Major Spies, the rest remaining players are also trying to survive, but get spotted. It's Nomi who has been known, who has been taken down. Rough on the other corner, barely surviving. He has to repatch himself. The way he was able to jiggle out of that damage was absolutely amazing. Going to repatch some band-aids, and then eventually when the band-aids are going to be at an optimum level, he will go for the first aid kit as well.
See, right now, Nigma Galaxy would want to make sure that their players are surviving as long as they can, and at the same time, they would also want to attack against Major Pride. They've definitely got Nomi already, and I believe he will be bleeding out in this situation. But Monkey was also surviving with just a vehicle out there with a smoke ball that has been created by him. He still is carrying a smoke in his hand, if you're able to see that, Raider, which means he's quite in the open, not really having a position to move around, and at the same time a lot of fire that is happening on him. I guess it's creating some panic situation for him there.
Oh, it will create a lot of panic, man, because he's the last man standing of his team, sort of. And apart from that, he's pretty much in an open space. He has to rotate. The zone pressure is there. What more can you actually put a pressure with? On the other corner, if we talk about Melise Esports, they are looking a bit more, should I say, spreaded. And if we talk about Baby Jing, the DBS is there. Let's see, can this guy connect the shots that is required? But Baby Jing 4KD is going to cook up a nade. Appointment of that nade is actually going to be on point. If that is going to be on point, it's going to actually become very fruitful. But no, that's not the case. The team MS is still going to find out the way to punish him. The play zone is pretty much a little bit on the, should I say, western side of the Los Lunas, which is good for me because would love to see those open-ended fights, but eventually it might actually come up to the battle in the Los Lunas compounds. But PST Biscay has been taken down. Okay, yeah.
Trader, I know what is happening in the current situation, but from the map that I was able to see, Titan Gaming to hold that blue building, which is of those 5 stories, and that is going to be a very crucial building out there in this particular zone, because I've seen such a zone being formed multiple times, and it is going to revolve around that particular area. And I mean, or if I must be more specific, to that particular building. And if Titan Esports is going to hold that, Titan Gaming is going to hold that, I guess it's going to create an advantage situation for them. But look at the beautiful rotation that they had made for themselves. 2 players are surviving, yes indeed, but they are still leading this particular leaderboard. They have 5 finishes with them and a remarkable area in the zone. They have it all. If they survive it, then I guess they're going to beat that particular team. Since yesterday that I was looking at, oh, what is that? Oh, okay. But well, like I was saying, if Titan Gaming is able to nail this particular game, then I guess they will be the one who is going to overpower any other team out there right now.
Quite possible, as you said. It is quite possible. But Nigma Galaxy's Lord is going to punish himself with the molly. That's a sad decision. On the other corner, Slime 4KD gets eliminated with only 3 kills. That's all they are going to get at the 10th position. It's not a great position to go out with. But Besiktas Esports is also going to get compromised soon. And yes, it is done. Besiktas Esports is also out of equation with 0 kills. Oh man, at #9. Not even a single position points. At 17 points as a whole, that's all Besiktas Esports is going to gain. Some more smokes are going to get cooked up so that Titan Gaming might not be able to fruit out this particular matchup. But Titan Gaming still surviving. The last man standing, to be precise, is there. Let's see how far he's going to go.
How far is he going to go is a big question. Yes, but Titan Gaming, I was talking about them. Last man surviving for now. I was not expecting this for them. I was not expecting this for this team. But Melise Esports is definitely having some redemption for themselves. They are right now looking at a great finish score that they have, and they are still 3-man strong surviving. If they find themselves in the zone in a good area, then probably this match can be theirs, and probably after which this particular overall table might also be something that they'll be claiming. But Onyx, with a remarkable performance in the previous game, not so great in Miramar, gets eliminated at 8th position. Unicorns and Love still surviving, 6 finishes for them. What I'm able to see is that the one who is playing with the mindset of actually maintaining what they have had yesterday are not really performing as good as the teams that are playing their best game right now. What I'm trying to tell is Unicorns of Love. Yesterday, they were trying to make some impression, not really successful with that. But today, they just want to give their best game, and it's just working out for them.
It is working out at this point. Yeah, they are actually surviving quite well. But oh, the zone is also favoring them at this point. But let's see where the zone is going to go. Yeah, it is going to move. But it seems like the Lost Eunice. Yeah, that's the prediction. Yeah. Look at that. At the same instant, I was able to call it out. Lost Eunice is going to be the hub of the zone because Lost Eunice is a big magnet of the zone. And you can already see that the zone is pretty much forming on the western side of it. But there are going to be a fair share of compounds. So let's see what happens. So on the other corner, if we talk about Yalla Esports, they have to rotate. But their rotations might be getting obstructed by the team known as MS Esports. The one which is known as Melise Esports. Let's see what they're going to bring to the table. New boss on the other corner finds the biggest, or should I say the highest height advantage type of compound that is there in the zone, and they're going to play with it.
Well, this is the exact building that I was actually talking about. I thought Titan Gaming had this for themselves, but still not much that Titan Gaming has lost. If at all, the last particular surviving player that there is, that is Exer, if I'm not wrong. If he finds himself to be surviving for a little longer, he's definitely going to collect a lot of position points, and that is still going to work out fruitful for that particular team. But let's talk about FUT. They have 3-man strong. They have 3-man surviving for now. They are 3-man strong. They have 5 finishes for themselves. They are in the top 7. What are they going to do? They are able to spot a lot of players in and around. They are able to hear a lot of bullets that are being firing. Will they want to go for some aggression like yesterday, or are they going to be grounded today?
Quite a few questions, huh? But let's see how the answers are going to come. Because these are the teams which are going to bring back us the answer. But the kill leader, look at that. MS Lewis with 5 amazing kills. Spectre on the other corner from Team Major Pride is going to get 4. Unicorns of Love Michi is going to get 4. New bosses, Demons 666 is going to get 3 finishes. Same goes for Kisyu from Team Melise Esports. That shows Melise Esports is quite aggressive because their 2 members are having their name flagged here with a grand total of 8 frags altogether. Yes, we have got Unicorns of Love as well coming up with a close quarter. Same goes for Major Pride. But the eliminations are getting followed up. Unicorns of Love are getting shattered from the right corner, because there are a lot of areas from where the shots can land. And if we talk about the last man standing of Major Sprite, that's Spectre. 4 amazing animations from this guy. He's still fighting his way in the zone, although it won't be that easy, to be honest, because a lot of teams are going to put their crosses on him as well. But he's a solo man standing, so he might just sneak in if that's possible. On the other corner, if we talk about New Boss, still having the upper ridge advantage that they were having using that particular height advantage building. But Unicorns of Love are the main focus of Team FUT Esports, are the main focus of Team Gamelord as well. A lot of teams are pretty much focusing on this team.
Well, see, Unicorns of Love now currently, I don't know if this is quite controversial to say, but they were the team that is going to travel from outside the zone, and that is going to attract people because they definitely want finishes for themselves, and that is going to be in the from the name of Unicorns of Love. But look at how beautifully they are rotating inside the zone. Michi definitely got Victor down, if I'm not wrong. Kashi becomes the final person surviving. For how long is a big question, but will he want to be going for that bullet action, for the gun action, or will he want to be reviving his teammate? Looks like he wants to have his counterpart alive. Yes, will be the answer. But look at the zone. The zones are throwing a lot of curveballs. It's not wanting a lot of teams to be inside the zone, is it?
Exactly. The zone is going to play its own game. The PUBG gods are not going to let it go that easily because they want to put up a pressure on these comp players. And then only those $300 are going to be there. Then only the fans are going to be happy. And apart from that, if we talk about FUT Esports, Kairos might be able to take 1v1. Oh yeah, he does it. He does it quite swiftly. With that, Titan Gaming is finally getting finished off at 7th position. Seems like that. The consistency is not going to go anywhere, to be honest. At the 7th position, he's going to get, I believe, 1 position point. And the flags are going to get him another set of 5 points. So a total of 6 points in this particular matchup. Pretty much going to cross the 50-point marker. The half century is going to be there for Team Titan Gaming. But Unicorns of Love are now getting pressurized. Michi gets taken down. Let's talk about Zero and the other guy. That's going to be Beast, if I'm not wrong. Let's see what they can bring to the table. Oh, the knockouts are there for sure. Michi has to get revived up. But again, another team gets shattered, and that's going to be Team Gamelord Esports. 0 frags for them in this matchup. Muted.
Yeah, I guess my voice just got muted there, but I was actually talking about FUT Savian. An amazing gameplay coming up from him. There was a pressure that was created from Unicorns of Love, but he didn't really pay attention to that. He focused on the teams that were down below in the name of Game Lord. Focused on them. He definitely did an amazing job out there. Savian tried to do another one, but Unicorns of Love just overpowered his gun game, got himself knocked. Unicorns of Love hunting down the remaining players of FUT, but not in the near vicinity, if I must say. But Kairos gets spotted and he will be taken down. Zero gets another finish for himself. 4 finishes for his particular name and 9 finishes for this particular team. Unicorns of Love looking quite strong in this one.
Yeah, indeed they are. But the biggest competition that they're going to face off is going to be the team known as New Boss, and along with that, Melise Esports is also there in a tug of war. Although Melise Esports' players are actually getting knocked up quite a bit. Major Pride Spectre, oh, he's going to finish the job that he started. That is the reason he's known as Spectre. A beautiful guy indeed, a beautiful calibration of his gun game. On the other corner is going to cook up another beautiful nade. Let's see if the impact is going to be there. Yes, the impact might come in, but before that, he cancels an nade. He moves a little bit further in the compound so that he might actually come up with some another glorified angles. Oh, Spectre wants to go far away, but his partition could be coming in soon. But before that, Clutch, if I talk about this guy, he's still trying to cook up a lot of needs and go for the fights. But Unicorns of Love are now finally getting countered. Just 4 teams surviving. Spectre on the other corner goes in for another need. Oh, gets countered by New Boss. Gets countered by the New Boss. And the splash damage is also coming up. Spectre is actually going to have a decent advantage at this point. He's easily going to grab that frag if he dares to do so. And that's a free kill, to be honest. That's a free kill because the knockout was there from team New Boss's corner, but the kill is going to be there for MP Spectre. This guy was able to secure 6 frag for the team. Oh man, amazing.
I really have no words for him, but right now talking about Unicorns of Love, this was a very bad decision from NB. New Boss definitely didn't predict, they didn't dip their toe before committing to that fight. New Boss, a blunder from their end, I must say. A last man surviving. Unicorns of Love getting a couple of more frags for themselves, and I believe that they're going to cross that 2-digit mark. And yes, they did. 12 finishes for them, 7 finishes for Zero. Well, his name is definitely quite contrasting to the number of finishes that he has right now.
I mean, talking about that blunder is going to be a understatement, to be honest. What team New Boss did, a complete winner chicken dinner has been choked out of from their corner. I don't know what the fans are going to call them, but at this point, yes, the game was not at all decent coming from New Boss's corner. The last guy is just going to completely go over there and heal battle. That's the approach that these guys going to put. But I'm pretty much adamant on the fact that Unicorns of Love is going to get the winner chicken if they play their cards right, to be honest. Beast on the other corner is going to get finished off outside the play zone, and that's it for Team New Boss, which was about to secure the said winner chicken dinner. But it's out of their hands, and it's the team which is known as Unicorns of Love, which is fairly close to the winner chicken dinner. Seems like that. The way they are performing is looking good. But yeah, and the nade is going to go there, and that's Spectre. He can change the tide quite a bit. If he will be able to take 1 or 2 guys. KCO on the other corner is going to rip apart 1 or 2 members. It could be a very fatal end for Team Unicorns of Love, but seems like that it's not going to be the case because Beast is going to rip apart KCO, and with that 9 eliminations for Team Melise Esports, but still they are out of equation, so no good position points are going to come for them. But Spectre, now his position has been compromised, he's pretty much revealed, and with that revelation, I guess now Unicorns of Beast can easily push forward because they have a clear insight that there is nobody except that guy surviving in the lobby, because it's a 4 men standing in the lobby, and out of those 4 players, 3 are from their own team. Now they're going to push forward, waiting for the right angle, waiting for the right moment to clutch on, but the nade is going to come in. That nade could impact quite a bit, but no, the eliminations is for sure going to get followed up. 8 eliminations coming from Major Pride, but it was not at all enough because the bagging one is going to be the team known as Unicorns of Love. A beautiful indeed game from the corner.
You asked about this particular team. Now they're answering you, Raider. Coming up with that amazing winner chicken dinner, I believe this is the only squad by far who is able to cross the mark of 15 plus finishes in a single game, and that is quite remarkable. Okay, no, they have not crossed 15, but they have definitely had the highest number of finishes as a squad from a particular match. 14 finishes for them, 2470 damage that they have been dishing out. Hashtag 4, all the way from the second page to all the way from the first one, and not just the first one, but in the top 5. 47 points from a single game out here. No, I must correct myself. 47 in total And from this particular single game, 24 points. That's like the maximum amount of points that any team has by far able to secure from a particular game.
Lovely match indeed. That's all we can call out at this point. But if we talk about the summary of winner chicken in a team, that's the Unicorns of Love. 8 kills coming from Zero's corner. 8 kills, man. Michi comes up with 5 frags as well. But seems like that if we talk about the damage of Zero, it is pretty much clear that this guy was able to steal a few frags as well, because 864 damage and 8 kills seems a little bit contradicting, to be honest. On the other corner, if we talk about Beast, look at his damage, 740 damage but 1 kill. I mean, that's the culprit, I believe. On the other corner, Icy, that's amazing. Well, 140 damage is going to be there from his corner, although if I talk about the frags, that's not there. 0 frags from his corner, but looking forward to see what happens in the near future, what kind of frags these guys are going to build, because yeah, this was a very amazing match coming from Unicorns of Love's perspective. But prior to this match, I believe they had only 23 points, and in this matchup they are going to get 24 points, and grand total of 47 points was there from Unicorns of Love's perspective. But they have to be consistent in the next two. That's the last two matches, to be precise, for all of us. And these teams have to actually perform exceptionally well in the last two matches. If the performance is not going to be there, things won't be that fruitful for them. So looking forward to that, what happens. But before that, let's talk about the MVP, the most valuable, or should I say the most vital player of this particular game. It's going to be Spectre, 6th elimination and a total damage of 1,402.
14 not 2 damage, 6 finishes. Now that's a new record, is it? Raider, we definitely saw 5 coming from i8, and in the previous game as well, we saw 5 coming. But 6 is a new record. Congratulations to Spectre for that. Spectre has been that particular player who I guess Melise Esports will be definitely scared to be battling against, because even in the previous day, the first match of Miramar was definitely quite devastating for Melise Esports, if I'm not wrong. They were rotating, they found Spectre, got preyed down by him in a 1v3. That was quite not what Melise was expecting. If I'm not wrong, that is what happened. That is what had happened yesterday. But Zero in the top players list for this particular match, 8 finishes for him, Spectre with 6, Lewis with 5, Michi with 5, and Savian with 4. And with 8 finishes that I'm able to see of Zero, I guess he is holding the new record.
Amazing, man. Amazing performances coming from Zero's corner. Indeed, yeah, he is going to hold that record of highest amount of frags. But if we talk about teams to watch, well, look at that. Unicorns of Love is actually going to be one of those teams. 13 nades from their corners, 17 smokes, 1 airdrop being looted, and that's the highest event. FUT Esports is there to actually counter them when it comes to the throwables being used. But if we talk about the survival rate, I believe that is going to be for Unicorns of Love, because 21 minutes and 44 seconds is the full squad time.
See, that much of survival that is coming from Unicorns. I'm really happy that the teams that have no pressure for themselves are able to outperform teams that are actually at the leaderboard right now, at the top of the leaderboard, and also with a lot of pressure to be maintaining that. But a great balance of damage given and finishes secured. 2470 damage turned out, and 14 finishes for themselves, the highest by far in this particular scrims. 2076 damage from MS Maze's Pride. I mean, come on, that's an amazing gameplay coming up from them. Sorry, I guess I got the name wrong. It is Melise Esports, if I'm not wrong. Yes, but anyway, from the match ranking that we are able to see, at first we have 24 points secured from Unicorns of Love. Then we have Melise Esports with 14, Major Pride with 14, FUT with 12, New Boss, Titan, Slime, Nigma, Onyx, Game Lord, Geekay, Virtual Gaming Squad, Ozarox, Agon, Yalla, and Besiktas. Besiktas is having a not an commendable performance to begin with for this day, but the teams that are above it, Yalla and Agon, they are also going to be quite disappointed with the performance that they have had in the 2 games that has happened today.
Quite possible, to be honest, but yes, Melise Esports absolutely an affectionate game coming from the corner, and a lot of teams are coming back with the 0s and 1s. That's really very bad, to be honest. In the comparison of aggression, I believe things can be a little bit more comforting for these teams if they play their cards right. But now, as you can see, that Game Lord Esports also came back with 0 frags. Although they had the 2 position points, that's good enough. They are still maintaining their sort of consistency. But for Besiktas Esports, Yalla Esports, AGONxI8 ESPORTS, all those table toppers, all those teams which are able to give a strong comeback yesterday, are failing quite drastically, to be honest, today. But now let's talk about the match stats. As you can see, that 57 kills were there. 8,816 is the total healing points, 70 knockouts, to be honest, 207 throwables being used, 2 airdrop being looted, 7 headshots being appointed, 26 total rescues. With that, the longest kill distance was 375 meter. The record of 401 might not break easily.
Well, not much to be spoken, but 207 utilities that has been used is quite a thing to be witnessed. But Melise Esports find themselves on the top of the table with 56 points and 1 chicken dinner. Titan Gaming not so far behind with 53. Major Pride coming with 50. Unicorns of Love, a great and a major climb in this particular overall standing from all the way from the bottom of the first page to in the top of the first page. Well, 47 points with them. AGONxI8 Esports 44. From yesterday's table, I guess Agon has been able to secure only a couple of points in the 2 matches that they've had. Yalla Esports, same story, 40 points. They have not really secured much from today's 2 matches. Onyx with 38, Ozarox with 37 and GameLord with 34. What I am loving and what I am happy to be witnessing is that there are 2 teams in the top 3 that are without chicken dinner, which shows that they are consistent in their performance.
Indeed it does, and that's a beauty of this particular fight. That's a beauty of this particular matchup. But looking forward to see how far these situations are going to get carried away. The reason being that teams like FPT Esports, they are looking strong. They might actually come back with a strong chicken dinner in the next few matches. And if that happens, that would be lovely. But remember guys, there were only 8 matches in the Pubg Mobile Pro Scrims presented by Ruthless Esports in the West region, and out of those 8 matches, 6 matches are already done. Just 2 more matches to go, 1 ERANGEL and 1 MIRAMAR. That will sum up the deal for today. So quite excited to become the champion, but then again, becoming a champion is not going to be that easy, as we all know that the competition is evolving. Be it Yalla Esports, be it the teams like Titan Gaming, they are also getting backlash. Quite a few moments are there where the jump of other teams is actually being shown. So still very excited, to be honest, that shifts are going to be there, takedowns are going to be there. But the thing is guys, the scores are not going to lie. They are going to tell us that which are the teams which are pretty much consistent. Teams like Titan Gaming, teams like Unicorns of Love, or if we talk about even Yalla Esports, they are trying to be consistent. But in the past 2 matches, AGONxI8 Esports, Yalla Esports, 2 teams I'm not happy about. All the other teams like Besiktas Esports, well, they were jumping here and there and around in the leaderboard. Their situation is not looking that good, but then again, there are capabilities of these teams which was shown in the previous tournaments as well, in this tournament as well. So hoping that they are actually going to come in. But for now, we are going to take a short break of 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll be back again with the aggression in the map of ERANGEL. We are back again on the test to see what will happen in the second last match of this particular Pro Sims presented by Ruthless Esports. Quite excited to be honest because it is the second last one and we are pretty much close to see who is going to become the champion. Although very often I believe I would love to say that it's a sad part to see that the tournament is about to come to an end. Don't worry guys, another set of tournaments are bound to happen very soon by Ruthless Esports, so excited for that as well. But yeah, this one is going to end very soon. But let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about the matches that we are going to witness, and the next one, well, it's going to be the ERANGEL.
ERANGEL. The name is enough, I believe, Raider. I don't think that map needs any more description of itself, because that's the basic map, that's the classic map which every new player of PUBG Mobile would witness when they are going to install this game and play. But talking about this particular map, for today we already had this map happening as the first map of the day, and Onyx was able to nail this one for themselves. Then followed by which we had Miramar, Unicorns of Love, an amazing outrageous performance from their end. 14 amazing finishes that they had for themselves. But this particular map of ERANGEL, it is the second match of this particular day, and not just the day but actually this particular pro scrims. So I am definitely going to be quite excited to see on what kind of gameplay that the teams are going to bring, because for the teams that are in the top, they are to be quite cautious with the kind of game style they're going to choose. But for the teams that they are in the bottom, they don't really have much to lose. They can go freestyle. They can actually, play their heart out.
Yeah, I mean, they can actually justify their game by getting a lot of aggression in the game. Maybe that could be a possibility, but let's see how far things are actually going to be credible. Although the rampage is not going to stop anytime soon. We are actually going to witness a lot of ruckus in this match as well. But in order to see which team is going to get the champions trophy in their favor, or should I say the championship as a whole, for that we have to witness this particular match number 7, and after that we'll get to the match number 8 as well. That will be in the map of Miramar. That is actually going to be quite auspicious. But before that, I believe we are waiting for the flight path that is going to come very soon. Let's see where the flight path is going to be there. Let's see what kind of landing we are going to get, what kind of circle is going to get formed, the play zone, to be honest, because that can actually bring back a lot of shits in the game. So quite happy, quite stoked up, but it seems like that it's going to start from Gatka 6 houses and it will actually go towards the areas of Lipovka, maybe close to Milta Power as well. But currently we are ready with 60 players. Seems like that one or two squads might be missing from the lobby, but apart from that, yes, we are ready with the flight. And yes, it is Gatka 6 houses from where the flight path is going to start, and it is going to go towards Milta Power, pretty close to Nova Ripnoi as well. And maybe a lot of teams is going to jump in the vicinities like Gatka 6 houses, or maybe going to go for the Prismakov's Peripia region. Maybe we'll be going for the Pochinki or School. Farm could be considered. Military base is for sure going to be the team where AGONxI8 Esports is going to jump along with Major Pride if they want to tally the score, or should I say totalize or equalize the score that was actually there in the first matchup. As you saw in the first match, Major Pride was able to break down the backbone of AGONxI8 Esports. So this is a very crucial match for AGONxI8 Esports. They are present in the lobby. Yes, they are. So that's amazing. And Nova Ripnoi, that could be the home for Titan Gaming along with Ozarox Esports if they want to take that battle once again.
Well, what I'm going to be excited about is the battle that is going to happen in Pochinki. That is going to be against Nigma Galaxy and new boss, that is NB. So each time that this fight has happened, I guess Nigma Galaxy was able to overpower NB. But will NB be able to do something different this time? That's a question that I would want an answer to as soon as possible. But well, we are going to dig deep immediately into the areas of Pochinki, and for now, both the teams in their respective areas looting for themselves, but there is a 3-1 split that I'm able to see from both the teams. Towards the right side of the road, we are able to see two players, one being Lord from Nigma Galaxy and the other, I'm still not able to really read the name out there. But if you are able to read her, why don't you tell me about what is going to happen here?
Regarding which team?
I mean, who's going to win this one?
The Pochinki one?
Yes.
It's tough to say, but I would actually go for new boss because Nigma Galaxy, I don't know what their meta is all about, but they are failing quite often. So this is the moment to prove me wrong as a caster, but let's see what they are actually going to do. But Nigma Galaxy, they have to watch out for team new boss because In the previous battle, if I'm not wrong, New Boss was shattered by the same team. So New Boss is here to tally up the score, to utilize it. Besiktas Esports with the mutant was able to get one out of the equation, and that's going to be the first blood by Besiktas Esports Jesse. That's the first blood of this lobby, to be honest. 59 players are now surviving. 15 players are there in the lobby. So it's a very tough competition for Team Slime for KT, because they have one good guy is already out of equation. Oh, Team Unicorns of Love are finally starting to pop it out, and that's Yalla Esports, which is getting shattered.
Well, Unicorns of Love are, I guess, going all out today in the couple of matches that we have witnessed, and they are attacking those teams which are at the top. I don't know if this is something planned. I believe it is not, because, well, it's just about. Oh, okay. Some fun times that Unicorn of Love is wanting to have. They got the two buggies. Yalla Volt is surviving all alone there. But I guess Unicorn of Love is more interested to get their ammunitions first than the finishes. So they'll be heading towards their respective drop location. And I believe that should be the Georgia Pool crates or the city there, that is. Volt also wanting to secure some loot for himself. But it looks like Yalla is not having a good time over here. But this might just be the beginning of Yalla outpowering Unicorns of Love. But March didn't really expect somebody to come from behind. That's one off from the equation from both the teams, but nevertheless, Yalla is still on the the lower side of the manpower, but that has been equalized. Saif has done a really amazing thing over there right now. He has balanced out the equation. It's a 1v1 between Saif and Zero. Zero outpowers it. He will want to confirm his finish as well, but he's not having much of loot. He didn't have much of healings as well, but now that he has taken the loot that Saif has secured for himself, he is definitely going to heal himself up and continue with this battle. He might just be okay, wait, well, Michi is still surviving, and I believe he's giving a revival to Beast.
Oh man, the tough fight are coming in. Unicorns of Love. Yes, they have secured 3 amazing finishes, but the way they are falling down is not looking good for the team. Zero and the other guy, that's Michi, is pretty much in the water body. Zero is going to maybe tackle some shots, but that is not going to be easy, to be honest. He's going to repatch himself with a set number of bandits that are available with him. Yalla Esports on the other corner, the last one standing, that's going to be Volt. He's going to fall back a little bit more. And Onyx Raven, the way they were able to bag out the first win of Manager, I believe they are looking confident. Oh, that buggy push can actually come in. And it's Yalla Esports' Vault who has done the mistake of shooting them down. And with that gunning down, oh, Yalla Esports finally gets taken down. And that's the first squad that has been ripped apart of the lobby, and that's Yalla Esports. A big loss for them indeed. Oh, on the other corner, Michi also gets taken down. Zero, what he should do is just completely bail out from this situation, because yes, he was I mean, his team was able to make a history in the previous matchup, but this match, it seems like that they are actually going to become an history.
Well put, well said. But I wouldn't want that. I would definitely want Unicorns of Love surviving in this game, because they have worked really hard to be climbing this leaderboard right now. But Onyx is having other plans. They want to really go all out. They want to be securing their position that they had after the first match of ERANGEL of the day. So Onyx, with no man loss over here, they have secured 3 finishes for themselves. They were able to manage to pick one of the good teams out here, being Yalla, and Onyx is also given a good damage for say against Unicorns of Love. But talking about the fight in Pochinki, looks like Nigma Galaxy is having some man advantage over here. 4 versus 3 is the situation. New boss is quite close to one another, while Nigma Galaxy is having a widespread game for now. But will this widespread gameplay be of any use? See, this is what exactly I was talking about. Archon gets boomed down, and immediately after the knock comes the equalizing finish. That is, now this situation becomes a 3v3 with Lovezin having a better position. But oh, what is New Boss wanting to do?
I don't know, at this point they're trying to sneak up on the team, but Melise Esports is coming from the back end. Seems like that it's going to be that uncomfortable for them. And yeah, New Boss is going to finally pop one more out of the equation. It seems like that Freak is also going to get finished off. Boom is already out of equation. Roff and Lord are trying to cook their nades and maybe actually come back with a great fight, but I believe we were predicting that which team is going to survive, but seems like that Melise Esports is already here. trying to change the pace of the game. And yes, Melise Esports is going to finally finish off the team known as New Boss. And now it's a battle between Melise Esports and Nigma Galaxy. My prediction will be Melise Esports, and they're going to back out this round. What's the predictions that you guys are handling? Comment down, guys. Make sure to go for it, because there is a stream delay of 3 minutes. But then again, be true to yourself. Go for it and keep on supporting your favorite teams, to be honest. But Lord on the other corner cooks up a nade. That could be an opening, but Slime 4KT manages to take one down from Besiktas Esports. That's Zezi, who has been taken down. But if I talk about Casey, oh, he's actually going to pop his own guy? That's bad.
See, now such a blunder in such a situation is not going to be quite fruitful for themselves. But Lord is definitely wanting to crawl and get himself a good position where he can spot players and gets you knocks for himself. But Titan Gaming, they are here. They are here to rule. They are here to conquer. Pochinki has become an area of a lot of breeds coming over here. Titan Gaming wanting to attack. They're successful with that. And Nigma Galaxy's Lord gets picked up. Clutch as well gets picked up from Puncher. Melise Esports versus Titan. That's a battle that I will definitely want to witness. Players are getting spotted. There's a lot of nades that is getting exchanged, but the knocks are also getting exposed at the same time. Poser gets Titan 6. Puncher and XR and TQ become the final three players surviving. One has been knocked down. They're looking for more. Titan Gaming is over here to conquer, and I guess they're doing that quite well.
Indeed, they are. They are trying to level for the fights, and yeah, there we go. Titan Gaming finally was able to eliminate one more squad. It seems like that everybody is on a rampage. They are just trying to gain as many S points as possible. The guy who has been taken down is going to get a sweet revival, and there is somebody who is still surviving, and that's going to be Nigma Galaxy's last man standing, if I'm not wrong. He's still there in the Pochinki vicinity, still trying to hold his breath a little bit longer so that the whole enemy is actually going to pass around. And if that's not going to be the case, he might actually go for 1 or 2 frags if that's possible. Let's see what happens. But the zone is going to get shifted toward the shelter region. Shelter is the center part, but yeah, Napoleon, it could be the one region where the zone might actually shift. But seems like that Roth is actually going to have that upper ridge advantage and maybe put 1 or 2 down. He has got the AKM, and along with that, S1987 is going to be the other gun that he's going to put in his bag. But both of these guns, well, as we know, are a very good gun in the close quarter fights. But if the fights are going to be a little bit more stretched away, that will not help him a lot. Onyx Ravens on the other corner, well, they are pretty much outside the play zone, as you can see. And that play zone damage is going to impact quite a bit. But for now, it's just the second zone. So I guess they can hold a little bit longer outside the play zone.
There's a lot of things that we have to discuss. But what I really want to be discussing is that Melise Esports, who was leading this particular points table right now, has been eliminated. And who has eliminated them? The one who were actually holding the second position. So the battle between the legends, between the Titans, has been come to an end, where Titan Gaming has actually overpowered Melise Esports. They have taken them down in the very initial of the initial time of the game, and this is definitely going to help Titan Gaming to reclaim their throne. But for now, talking about Besiktas, they have not really had a good performance for the day, and they are definitely looking forward to redeem themselves. For now, attacking with that mini 14, those tap shots were quite accurate. He was able to definitely dish out few great connections on Rookie. Rookie is finding himself quite on lower health, but I'm sure he'll be able to patch himself up, and this fight will be continuing for some more time.
Well, indeed, the fights are coming in. As you can see that the initiation is there, but FET Esports are still going to survive a bit more. And the way this match is going to work out is a very passive one, to be honest, for now. But they might actually find the enemy and push on them. And that's the exact scenario that Besiktas Esports is going to taste for now. Savian is here in the close quarter. Bison is going to be the gun, PB19 Bison to be precise, with the 53 ammo that will be actually there in the gun. But no, it will not be fruitful. Without UMP45, the knockout is going to come in. And another beautiful kill for Team FET Esports. What a beautiful takedown. And look at that. This guy was not even moving because he knows the teammates are not here. No revivals are going to come in. But with that, I believe the shots are going to come from Major Spy's perspective as well, because they might be able to hear what was happening at that particular perspective. But on the other corner, if we talk about Yalla Esports, a beautiful knockout indeed coming from Onyx Ravens. Triple R, that was the guy who was able to take one down, but Sanji also gets taken down, and RRR also gets taken down. That's a beautiful trade fire that is there. But Onyx Ravens, can they come back with a beautiful revival? That's the biggest question. Yes, the revival is coming in. Some smokes have been cooked up so that they can, should I say, create the art of deception. Maybe hold back a little bit and survive a bit more. But seems like that Victor is going to push forward. Along with Victor, there is another guy who's there in the close quarter. That's going to be Valu, to be honest. And the nade might actually impact, and yes, the nade is not going to impact, but before that I believe another shot is going to be there, and that's Navalu who gets Salim down. And once again it's Team Onyx Raven. After having the first match in their favor, they are again getting shattered quite early.
Well, Game Lord is definitely not having much to lose, and they will definitely want to be attacking as much as possible and securing as many as frags as that could be. But there's a lot of exchange of needs going on. There is raining needs actually, but DBS is what I'm able to hear. Will the connection be found? No, not really. But there's another DBS in the equation. Will that be able to find any connections? No. Again, the answer would be no, because Game Lord Kashi, sorry, I must correct myself. Puts an end to this particular lineup over here. Onyx gets eliminated at 10th position, 11th position, and followed by which FUT has also found its exit at 10th position.
Well, the exits are there, the takedowns are there. That's amazing, to be honest. But Major Sprite is now in a fight with AGONxI8 ESPORts. Some renders are to be completed. Okay, the renders here. The broken wall is now actually here. But AGONxI8 ESPORts Falak maybe actually be able to take one or two players down. Yes, the splash damage was there, but no, the knockouts were not fruitful. BIQ on the other corner has to rotate, and along with that, it's Uzum also coming up in the close quarter fight. So definitely Falak and his teammates are going to find one or two perspectives clearer. And if the perspectives are going to come in, that would be absolutely lovely. Look at the push that these guys are actually going to formulate. A lovely one indeed. The smokes are there, the nades are there, everything is getting cooked up. But Blade gets taken now. That's a shattering moment for them. Another nade might be coming in. Oh yes, the nade was there. The splash damage was there. Not significant, to be honest, but yes, it was there. Apart from that, one more nade getting cooked up. Let's see how far they will be able to help themselves. But AGONxI8 ESPORts, oh man, they're falling like cars, like bunch of cars, to be honest. But with one nade, AGONxI8 ESPORts was able to take one down. Apart from that, another nade might be coming in, and yes, the nade is coming in. The splash damage was there, not so significant, but another nade might be finding its way in the particular house. Okay, the change of pace is coming in. It's a 1v2, but he fails to do so. Falak finally gets compromised. AGONxI8 ESPORts, after starting the previous day, to be honest, quite well, they are getting shattered down quite a bit, and it seems like that the winning streak is going to be very far away until unless they do a 30-pointer chicken dinner.
See, it's still not impossible. It is still possible, but then they will have to play the game of their life for such a thing to happen, because the top score that we were able to see was a 24-pointer game from today, that is. And if a 30-pointer game has to come, then that's going to be quite difficult. But on the other side, Geekay gets to finish it for themselves, and Game Lord is definitely having an eye against Major Pride, and they definitely want to pick two finishes from there. Will they be able to do so is a question, but from the map that I'm able to see, Game Lord has had decided to have some widespread gameplay. A player is quite behind, a player is quite inside the zone, and two players are together. So a 2-1-1 split that we are able to see from Game Lord is definitely working wonders for themselves. But on the other side, Virtual Gaming Squad is wanting to play the game of survival, and Major Pride is also trying to find some good angles made for themselves inside this particular zone. But where will the zone shift is again a big question, which actually would make a lot of chaos that getting formed in the regions where the zone isn't there.
Oh man, indeed the chaos is going to be there. Indeed the picks are actually going to be quite crucial. 7 teams and 23 players are surviving for now. Every single player has to put the output at the peak and survive a bit more, take the players down. Nomi on the other corner is going to put one down from team Geekay Esports. That's amazing. Geekay Esports is also in a very big trouble, although they don't have a lot of frags, but they have the manpower that is required for the last few fights. But a Major Sprite, well, that's what they have got as well. They have got the manpower, so definitely looking forward to see what happens. But low C has been taken down. That's a big loss for team Geekay Esports. The way they are falling down. Okay, another knockout. Major Sprite is on a roll. It seems like that they're easily going to back out this round. But on the other corner, Game Lord Esports is going to put 2 down to the rush from team Major Sprite, and just in a split second, it seems like that Game Lord Esports is going to be the one which is going to be at an advantage. Ragnar and the other guy is pretty much close to each other. The DBS is going to be there, but no, Game Lord Esports is not going to get favored in this particular fight. Ragnar is going to put him down, completely finish him off. Meanwhile, gets shotted as well. Okay, finally Game Lord Esports is going to take the revenge. quite fluent in its task. Virtual Gaming Squad is there, Titan Gaming is there, Game Lord is there, Major Sprite is there, Unicorns of Love is also surviving. That's amazing, but that is a solo man survival, to be honest. So definitely looking forward to see how far Unicorns of Love are going to spread their wings. Oh, it seems like that they have been already eliminated.
See, Game Lord is having, I don't know, I guess wherever the gun sounds are, there is Game Lord present. They are doing a wonderful third party, and that is definitely working out for themselves. But Major Pride will want to survive. Nomi with 7 finishes, that's quite remarkable of a performance that I'm able to see. Monkey and with Spectre, a 3-man gameplay that we are going to see from Major Pride. If they're going to survive this game, then that's going to work out wonders for them. But this game, I don't know. Navallo is going all out. He wants to find players to be attacking, and that might just be working well for them, or maybe not. But for now, Nomi doesn't really want to aggress much. He has those 7 finishes. He has built that momentum for himself, but he wants to be surviving for a bit more longer than, you know, going and attacking and putting himself in a situation where he's not able to capitalize for himself.
Quite precise, but for now, Major Pride in the top 5 teams, they are making their way in the zone. Amazing set of kills from the corner, amazing set of meta, 10 amazing kills already there for that particular team. They can easily cross over and get the 15 plus pointers in their favor if they want to, although the other teams are actually going to bifurcate that situation quite a bit. Virtual Gaming Squad on the other corner is still in this game, and they've got the foreman power, but look at the number of frags that they got. I mean, there is no number, to be honest. It's 0, but Yalla Esports still trying to figure out where the enemy could be, and they've got the 6 frag as well. They're trying to make an entry in this particular zone. The biggest obstacle that is going to be there is going to be Virtual Gaming Squad, to be honest. But still, the rotations are coming in. Victor with the beautiful vehicle, he's trying to rotate. He's trying to figure out where the enemy could be. Although the predictions might actually go down for him. Oh, Navalu gets shot at quite a bit. The damage is there, but he's still going to rotate. He's still going to actually make a way in the zone so that the team effort could be coming in. So the fight is actually going to get wrapped up. I would love to see where the Game Lords and the Titan Gaming are standing. Oh, Titan Gaming having a beautiful advantage of that squad house. Remember, guys, this is just the 4 zone. In the 4 zone, we are left with only 5 teams. This shows the credibility. This shows the aggression of a tournament coming to an end.
Well, see, if there are only 5 teams that are surviving in the 4th or the 5th zone, that means there is a lot of area that, you know, is still unexplored. But, well, Vector finds one more player out there who is actually outside the zone, but Victor has to keep his backs clear where VGS find themselves, and probably if the shots were accurate enough, Victor could have got knocked down, and then the revival was something which I guess would not have been possible because Victor is all alone in that particular building. But talking about the kind of gameplay that Game Lord has been showing, quite remarkable. 6 finishes already. They have lost one particular player, but amazing kind of a player there. Pubg gets picked up. Is Navallo gonna go close in and get a finish for himself? That's a question that will take some time to answer. But down in the maps where the zone isn't present, MP against Titan, that's another battle to be witnessing.
Well, indeed it is, no doubt on that. But let's see what happens. Virtual Gaming Squad is also falling down quite a bit. Yalla Esports, they have the squad house, which is pretty much the centric one. Well, with that, they are also going to become the center of production for the other teams. So looking forward to that, to what kind of approach these guys are actually going to get built. Okay, another shot. That's Nomi who has been taken down. The revival is out of equation. So I don't think so Spectre and the other guy is going to approach with that, but if they go for the revival, it can create a lot of progress for them. But outside the play zone, a kill comes in, and that's Game Lord advantaging, getting the advantage of that particular fight. Unicorns of Love are still surviving. I don't know where they are. Okay, barely saw them, but they are rotating. I mean, he's rotating, to be honest, but no, the rotations won't be that far away. 0 gets countered. With that, only 3 kills for the team. #5 is going to be the position. I don't know how many points they are going to get, but close to, I believe, 6 or 7 points. That's all they're going to get as a whole in this particular matchup. They might actually go for the top 3 positions, maybe, because Major Pride is there, also performing quite well. Titan Gaming, exceptionally well performance from the corner as well. And if we talk about Game Lords, they have got another set of 7 kills. Major Pride, as you can see, already have the 10 kills. If they get the winner chicken dinner, which is pretty much out of equation for now, as you can see that they're outside the play zone. So now I believe they are easily going to have somewhere around maybe 15 to 16 points. That's all in a game. Okay, 15 points maybe. But yeah, it's done. 10 kills, good enough performance from the corner. 3 teams are left, 11 players are surviving for now. Give us the predictions, guys. Make sure to do it. But for now, my predictions are going to be Titan Gaming. What about you guys?
Well, if you're gonna ask me, I guess I still believe that Game Lord can do some miracle over here. They are actually attacking quite well, and to support them, we definitely have Pubg as well from VSG to do it. Engaging, giving some damage out there. But oh my God, that game, that particular zone shift is definitely going to be quite harsh for the teams of for the players of Titan, because they are completely outside the zone. One of their players is knocked as well. Do they have the vehicles to get inside the zone is a big question, but TQ finds himself with a buggy, but a lone survivor from the team. I guess that is not going to do much, but for now, 3 teams, 4v3 situation. Game Lord has been trying to hunt down players, while Titan Gaming is playing in a very calm and composed way, and VGS is just wanting to leave a mark. So who over here would actually want to do more of aggression, and who over here would want to be more calm, is a question that I would want an answer to. But Axer is quite close to iShot. There's a 1v1 possibility over there, but look at the number of smokes that has been deployed. It's an open zone, Raider. One of the zones that you actually prefer being done, so we are able to see more gun action than a cover action.
Oh man, definitely I would love to actually see this kind of action, because as a caster, that aggression is something I crave for in the game, and that is working out for us at this point. You can see that Game Lords is there, Virtual Gaming Squad is surviving. Titan Gaming, they are pretty much outside the play zone. They're trying to push forward. Although at this point, yes, Game Lord is going to be that team which is having a lot of advantage in terms of the covers, to be honest. So yeah, the covers are working out for them. Titan Puncher on the other corner is on the back foot. He's waiting for the right moment when the team known as Game Lord is going to push forward. Oh, Malik, that's a great flank that this guy is going to create. Oh, beautiful nade with that one shot is going to get knocked out. He's going to get countered soon enough, seems like that. Other side of nade is going to be there, but his position is pretty much revealed, if I'm not wrong. But he's also going to cook up a nade. He's also going to do the same what he is actually going to taste. But apart from that, the trade is going to be there. That was amazing. He shifted to the pillion seat, was able to do a beautiful jiggle at that point. Oh, that was lovely. That was on point. That was amazing. Virtual Gaming Squad are barely surviving to the pits. Seems like that it's going to be Game Lord Esports who is going to take everything out of this equation.
Oh, look at Game Lord.
Yeah, Game Lord is actually going to do the third party that was required, to be honest. And now the third party is here. The last man standing is going to be TQ. It's a very unfutile fight for a team known as Titan Gaming. Seems like that they won't be able to survive until the last. The second position is going to get them just the 5 position points, and that's all after all. And the 19-pointer game might actually come from the team which is known as Game Lord Esports. This could be the match which is going to give them the winner chicken dinner, the sigh of relief that everybody wanted to see. Shots are coming in. They're trying to take over 1 or 2 member. Goes in for a 1v1, does it quite swiftly, was able to take one down, but no, from the back end, the counter comes in. Game Lord Esports finally nails this match in their favor. I believe close to 20 pointers. That's what they're going to get out of this match.
Game Lords definitely had a swing of action from the beginning of this game, and till the end they were able to hunt down players for themselves. They chose their battles very wisely. They chose the angles very wisely. They knew when they had to commit all in, and they knew when they had to be reserved. And all this permutations and combinations and all the planning that the IGL had put, all the rotations that worked for them, Game Lord, ladies and gentlemen, gets his winner chicken dinner in a very, very fantastic way. And looking at their statistics, 9 eliminations for themselves, 1993 damage that they have, and they are going to find themselves in the top 5. #4 for them, and total points of 53 for themselves. An amazing game coming up from Game Lord. They didn't have much to lose. They did make sure that they played in a freestyle that they would want to, and they have definitely made an amazing gameplay, an amazing game for themselves in this match number 3 of the day and match number 7 of this particular tournament.
Oh, look at the competition, look at the revelation that is actually coming in. But Game Lord Esports, the match summary is here. And you can see that 6 kills coming from Narvalu's corner, 3 coming from Akash's corner, I believe. Yeah, that's the name. Akash 1977, that's the guy. And Victor was able to secure 0 kills, and same goes for Rob as well. But look at the damage Rob was able to dish out, just 12. I don't know what he was doing, but he might be he might be the supporter for the team. He was carrying a lot of ammos and a lot of utilities. That could have been the case, although he was eliminated quite early, as you can see that 14 minutes and 17 seconds. That's all he had in terms of the survival time. So that's something everybody has to watch out for. But all said and done, yes, the fights are over. Yes, the takedowns are pretty much over. And seems like that team Galaxy Esports had a very beautiful run, to be honest. And with this kind of performance, they can easily go to the lens. But remember, guys, last match is there, but just the match is going to be there. It's all about that particular last match. Galaxy Esports was able to give that comeback, although it's a little bit late. We'll get to see the match was standing, the overall standing as well very soon, and that will actually tell us what kind of impact was there in that particular perspective.
The impact that Gamelord had, that was crazy. I don't really have words to be describing the kind of gameplay that we got to see from Gamelord, and I am going to expect the similar gameplay coming up from them in the last game as well, because if they're going to be continue to play with the same aggression that they had in ERANGEL, well, the map is different. Miramar actually has its own meta. It has its own rotations. It has its own game style that you have to adapt and develop. But if they're going to continue with the aggression whatsoever that is, I guess Gamelord can still climb few more steps in this particular overall leaderboard. I'm going to be quite excited to be looking into that. But for now, we'll be looking into the MVP of this particular match, and I'm going to guess it's going to be somebody from Gamelord itself. And yes, Gamelord Navallo, coming up with 6 eliminations. Damage that he has turned out is going to be 1079 actually. 4 assists. He has definitely helped his teammates to secure a few finishes as well. Healing has only been 92, which means I'm gonna assume that he has been playing this role of support, but from behind, the damage that he has been giving has been definitely more than the assaulters of his team. But nevertheless, it's not about the game that you showcase individually, but it's actually a team game. A squad of 4 defines the kind of result that was going to come in, and the result for Gamelord has been quite remarkable. Of about 2000 damage with 10 finishes, Gamelord secures the first position with 1757 damage. Titan Gaming gets 13 finishes. That's amazing for Titan over there with such a statistic. Raider, I guess Titan Gaming is going to be unstoppable, and I guess it's going to be quite difficult to match the points that they have.
Exactly. The way they are able to cooperate the fighter and gain the points in their favor, it's gonna be a little bit tough for all the other teams to deal with it. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm quite stoked to see what the result is actually going to come from, and what kind of impact these guys are actually going to make on. But for now, the top players are here in front of us. It's going to be Major Prize Nomi with 7 frags, 9 and 46 damage, average survival time of 18 minutes and 50 seconds. On the second position, we have got Navallo. Remember, guys, this is all about the 7th match. Don't think that this is all about the post 7 matches. This is just the 7th match. In the 7th match, the highest amount of prize that was accumulated was from Major Prize Nomi.
Major Prize Nomi gets 7 points for himself. Match summary will tell us more about what has happened in the entire game. Highest finishes is going to be with Nomi. Navallo gets the highest damage that he has been giving to the opponents. Sanji coming up with the longest finish in this particular game, being 238. Well, it's almost half to what we have witnessed by far. And then comes Titan 6, that is. He comes up with utility usage of 14 and the longest distance traveled. Well, he's quite a rider. 820 meters that he has traveled. GLD Navallo, he definitely has proved on why he has been the MVP. He was not only shooting the players that he spotted, but he actually traveled to spot those players.
Wow, man, lovely performance, lovely takeout, lovely 10 game to be precise, coming from a lot of teams. But AGONxI8 Esports, I don't know what happened to them in the past 3 matches. In the day number 2, all they have gained is just 1 point. That's all. Same goes for Yalla Esports, I believe 1 or 2 points. That's all they have gained. Besiktas Esports barely struggling at 2 or 3, 4 points in a particular match. But yes, Galaxy Esports 20 pointer, that's indeed quite amazing by Titan Gaming, even after not having the winner chicken dinner. Just like the second match, I believe, they are again back in the meta with total 19 points. That's absolutely amazing. And this kind of performance, if prevails, I believe there is nobody who is going to backstab them, nobody who is going to snatch the first position out of their hands. But yeah, that's looking quite good. Onyx Ravens, after starting very well in the first match, Their performance is once again going down to the drain, as you can see that just 3 points from the corner. Geekay Esports also having 4, Nigma Galaxy with the 4 points, FUT Esports with 4. Virtual Gaming Squad is having only 6 points, same goes for Unicorns of Love. Major Pride if I talk about them, and 14 points from the corner as well.
Not an amazing performance as such from day 1 to day 2 for AGONxI8 Esports, but talking about match statistics, 57 total finishes, 4,997, that's about 5,000 total healings, 56 knocks, 145 throwables used, 2 airdrops looted, 10 headshots, 14 rescues, and 238 longest kill distance. If I'm not wrong, Raider 401 was the longest by far.
Yeah, exactly. 401 was the longest. But don't forget, Echoboy, that we are going to witness another set of Miramar, so that can change.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna expect, but that 401 was actually angle. But coming to the overall ranking, this is what we want to actually discuss about. At #1, Titan Gaming, matches played are 7, 52 eliminations, 20 rank points, and 72 points that they're back to themselves. Major Pride is not so far behind. If Titan Gaming do not play the game that they are been playing for the day, if they do not get the results that they've been getting for the 3 matches of today in the last game, then Major Pride can steal it all. Just 6 points difference, and then there is Melise Esports as well, not so far behind with 58, Game Lord with 54, a good climb from them. Unicorns of Love definitely looking for a redemption with 53 points. AGONxI8, not a really good day for them. Yalla Esports 41, Onyx with 41, and Ozarox with 37.
Coming to the second page, let's talk about the second page. Let's talk about the slightly adverse page, to be honest, because that page is going to tell us which are the bottom 9 teams, to be honest. But yeah, for first 9 teams are looking good. Titan Gaming, as we talked about them, without having a single chicken in the same goes of Major Pride, are still sticking at the first 2 positions, to be honest. That's good. FUT Esports on the other corner, 36 points. Geekay Esports 28. Nigma Galaxy with 28 points. Besiktas Esports with 19 points. Slime4KT with 19 points. New Boss with 18 points. Virtual Gaming Squad with 15. Twisted Minds with only 12 points. Although Virtual Gaming Squad is present, but Twisted Minds, if I'm not wrong, the team with Crypto is not here in the last few matches, if I'm not wrong. So that's a bad thing, to be honest. They have missed, I believe, today's day. They are not here. If they would have been there would have been some shifts in the game. But yeah, all said and done, it's here. The scores are pretty much clear that even if a team from the second page is going to get a beautiful chicken dinner of 30-pointer, they might not reach to the top 3 position.
It's impossible. It's impossible now. Virtual Gaming Squad will only be wanting to have an amazing gameplay that they really want to be having. I mean, what I'm trying to say is Virtual Gaming Squad right now will only want to play the game of their life. They would want to leave a mark for themselves. Whereas Titan Gaming will be struggling to be maintaining the position for themselves because Major Pride is not so far behind. And Melise Esports is also not so far behind. The competition is still intact for the top 3. And I'm definitely going to will want to witness that is some extraordinary gameplay that is coming up from all these 3 squads. I would want these 3 squads to actually survive in the last zone. And then that is going to be a nail biter. Strategies, counter strategies, and all of that action in the last game of this particular Pro Scrims in Miramar will be witnessing in a very, 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 very short break. Do not go anywhere. Until then, just get your popcorn and join us again. Welcome back, everyone, to Ruthless Hype Esports presents PUBG Mobile Pro Scrims-West region. This is going to be Echo Boy, and with me, my co-caster Raider, are going to witness this last amazing battle out here. Not a one-sided game, or not a one-sided tournament that we have witnessed. Top 3 teams we have right now. Game Lord definitely had a really good impact today. But for now, the top 3 teams are going to be Melise at 3rd position. Second, we have Game Lord itself, if I'm not wrong. But then at 1st position, we have Titan Gaming. But talking about the schedule, the final match, Raider, the final match of this particular tournament.
Well, it's going to be in the map of Miramar, a beautiful map indeed. I mean, if you want to wrap up things, Miramar is a great map, to be honest, because a lot of things can actually get wrapped up, be it the vehicles, be it the rotations, be it the teams as well. So definitely looking forward to see what kind of impact is going to be there in the map of Miramar, and quite stoked to see what the last flight path is going to come with and what kind of impact is going to be there. And a lot of players are saying that, a lot of fans, or should I say a lot of supporters, are saying that this last match is going to go in the hands of AGONxI8 Esports. Well, I hope so. I'm actually a strong believer that this map can actually go in their hands, and eventually from the start of this day I called about this team. I was talking about like this team can be the one which is going to bag out this this championship, although it's a little bit impossible for them to do that. But yeah, getting that winner chicken dinner might actually save them some kind of glorious moments. So let's see if the winner chicken dinner for Team i8 Esports is going to come in. Otherwise, if I talk about teams like Titan Gaming or Melise Esports, or if I talk about teams like Yalla Esports, they're doing good in their own way. They're trying their level best to compensate and gain the points. Meanwhile, a stake of $300 is already there, as you all know. The first position is going to get them $150. Second position is going to get them $100. Third position is going to get them $50. So this is the kind of split that is going to be there. Let's see how far the splits are going to get evolved, what kind of impact is going to be there. But for sure, in just few seconds, the battle is going to get started. Coming up next is the match number 8. The map of Miramar is going to be here, and look at the countdown has already been started. So let's count it down till the 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We are back in the flight path, and I believe it is going to start from Valadilmar, and it will go towards the areas of Impala. Maybe that could be the thing. But look at the number of players, it's 55. Now that clearly shows us that we are having more than, like, let's say 14 to 15 teams. That's all we are going to have in this game. And to be honest, AGONxI8 Esports is there. So let's see what kind of chicken dinner is going to come from their corner.
Well, if they are going to get this chicken dinner, then they are going to be one of the most happiest squads out there, and their fans are definitely going to be quite happy. I just went through the comment section. Do not worry, guys, there's always a good day and there's always a bad day. But what you have to actually understand is that what you're going to take from the bad day. Good days gets happiness, but bad days gives you experiences. But enough spoken of that. Talking about the trajectory of this particular plane path, not so good, or if I must actually criticize it to the most possible, because it's a southern centric flight path, and in a map of 8 into 8 kilometers, where 80% of this region is entirely land, and you can only glide to your locations to about 16 to 1800 meters, and then the vehicles are also not really much available, and if it is, the health of the vehicle is not so quite good. Not really happy with this flight trajectory, Raider.
I'm happy. I would love to see the clashes, to be honest. Yeah, I am happy. I'm not going to be worried about these teams. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see the play zone even more, because the play zone is completely on the northern side. A lot of teams are going to take rotations, be it Picardo, be it areas like Graveyard. Whoever is going to come over there are going to get different. And on the other corner, if we talk about Melise Esports, a beautiful takedown indeed, and that's going to be Nigma Galaxy, if I'm not wrong, who is going to taste the fate. Unicorns of Love manages to pop out one from Major Sprite. That's amazing. Unicorns Love. FUT on the other corner is going to put one down from GK. Okay, another one. Oh, the fists are coming up. Some banters are there in the last match.
No. I guess I'm going to counter. I'm not going to disagree. I guess they're trying to save bullets. Come on, Raider. Why do you want to spark something?
I would love to, man. I would love to.
Well, enough spoken, enough jokes around. But talking about Nigma Galaxy, not a great start for them. They've already lost Boom. They're 3-man strong. Not in the top of the table right now, but they definitely want to be getting few amazing frags for themselves. They definitely want to leave some mark. But on the other side, FUT is not wanting to stop. They are attacking all in and all out against Slime, and they are also attacking GK at the same time. What on earth is FUT doing? They're doing a 1v2 against one team against two teams. That is what is happening there. But oh, too much aggression didn't really work out for them, did it?
Too much aggression is never going to work. And even if I talk about scrims, things can change. Scrims are here, as you can see that the eliminations are coming in. Aggression should be there, but eventually it should be calculative. I believe you should know that what kind of impact is going to be there in the leaderboard. There should be a back-end team, or even the IGL can actually calculate the number of points he's going to get. Titan Gaming also gets taken down. Look at that.
What?
The team which was on top is now at the bottom of this particular match. That was unexpected, but it seems like that Titan Esports wanted to have that kind of this kind of meta. They wanted to explore around, maybe go for the aggressive approach, and it is not going to be helpful as the elimination is already here. Meanwhile, if we talk about the welcome to Picardo scenario, we have got the arena where one guy with the one guy with the UMP45 was actually going to be there. In the red building, we have got Biscuit, who is there from Team Slime 4KT, and the casino is going to be looted by Baby Jing 4YT. And if we talk about the FUT Esports, they are in the 5-story building. The L shape is pretty much open-ended. If we talk about Melise Esports, Poser has been taken down. Poser is actually pretty much knocked out. Major Sprite on the other corner is going to pop one out of the equation for Team Unicorns of Love, and Michi also gets taken down by Nomi. He's going to completely finish him off. Gets a knockout with him takedown, and with that, Nigma Galaxy's one more player is going to get taken down, and that's Lewis. Maybe going for the another knockout, and yes, he does it quite swiftly. Lewis is just so on par at this point. Nobody's going to stop him. Seems like that.
Well, see, now I just want to be doing math. I'm not quite good at it, Raider, so I would want you to help me out with it. But after this particular fight, where Lewis is already at a 1v2, he is looking for more frags over there. But Clutch with a nade in his hand, will he be able to actually get freaked down? Well, the damage given is by Lewis. Really want to close in, but well, he's not really having much of that health. Clutch is having this entire health, while Lewis is with a level 1 armor and a vest, which is not really looking. I mean, level 1 armor and a helmet. Clutch is being spotted. The damage is being given. Freak is not really surviving with a good HP there, and not going to survive for long. MS eliminates Nigma Galaxy initially, but now is the time of math, Raider. We have Titan Gaming with 72 points, was already been eliminated. Now we have Melise Esports, who is surviving really good, and they are definitely having a good start from this particular game. And then we also have Major Pride, who is not quite in a good position. Well, we have the live status right now, and I'm able to see one thing is that if MP and MS, that is Major Pride and Melise Esports, gets eliminated at this particular point of time, then Titan Gaming is going to win this all.
Yeah, it seems like that. It is quite possible, and Unicorns on the other corner has already
been
eliminated. Yeah, so a lot of competition is getting eliminated. There are a lot of teams which can easily bounce back. AGONxI8 Esports, a lot of guys were praying that this team is going to bring back a winner when a chicken in a home, but seems like that it's not going to be a possible one, because they're getting shattered. Falak is going to repatch himself, and we all know Falak is a very prudent guy, and he has the ability to become the MVP. I mean, yesterday he did already with 12 frags to be precise, but now the things are not looking that good. Blade on the other corner is there. Falak has already been countered. Blade might actually go for the revival, but new boss are actually going to be a little bit more on the bossy corner. They're easily going to rip them apart, seems like that, and yet, oh, the fists are there. Do you think now also the bullets are being saved?
I would want that to be true, but Archon is going for more frags. A nade from Blade, if that connects, probably that could be a magical nade, but I don't think he's going to throw it in the direction that it is meant to be thrown. But well, Archon going upstairs, but he's letting his teammate go up first. Blade has 1v2, and but okay, he has actually done a 1v2 there. He's still been surviving over there. Blade is doing a magical thing right now. He spotted one more. He has to do a 1v3. Will he be able to do that or not is a big question. He wants to reposition himself. He's having an AKM in his hand, one of the most deadliest guns that we can witness right now in a close range battle. But the opponent is also having a really good gun in the name of UMP45. UMP45 is a gun that was quite devastating, but AKM has been bumped up. But that boost to that gun is not really going to help, because the man advantage is going to help this particular squad in the name of new boss eliminate AGONxI8. Shatters the dreams of a lot of our audience, shatters the dream of a lot of fans out there. AGONxI8 eliminated.
All said and done, it's done. AGONxI8 Esports is out of equation. Well, I hope so. In the next upcoming battles, they will be able to come back even strong, because you know that Ruthless Esports is already going to plan out some more scrims. So for them, a tournament is actually on the way. $3,000 is the prize pool, as you all know. Go, if you don't know, go ahead and follow the Instagram handle so that you can know every single update about them. But for now, yes, Slime for KT has been eliminated, and it's Team Virtual Gaming Squad who is going to push forward on FUT's Kairos. He's the last one standing, if I'm not wrong, from FUT. So the last man's hope can be shattered quite soon. 7 frags from their corner. They're already looking quite strong, to be honest. They're pumped up with the joys. They're pumped up with the aggression, but the sprays are coming in. Oh, the damage was there. The body shots were connecting quite swiftly. And now with the level 3 helmet and the level 2 vest, he can be on the upper end. He can actually come up with a 1v4, but it's not going to be that easy, to be honest.
Well, things cannot be easy, but things are also not impossible. Kior is wanting to, Kairos actually wanting to be ready with all that he has. He's throwing few smokes here and there. He doesn't want an intervene situation from the hole that is there in this building. So he throws a smoke there, but he's going towards the same direction. Is he going to jump down? No, he decides not to. It is a 1v4 situation. VGS is trying to go upstairs slowly as possible. The attack has started. He spots one, tries to take one down, but DB against DB. The DB of VGS connects, and they get a squad eliminated. With that, FUT.
That's a damn good. That's a damn good DPS shot, to be honest. Yes, exactly. With that, Virtual Gaming Squad is going to have 2 amazing kills. And finally, if we talk about the play zone, it's shifting a little bit more towards the Cradlefield and Laco Brera region. We have Gamelord Esports already trying to gatekeep the San Martin's rotation if it comes in. Besiktas Esports is the one which is rotating from the same vicinity. Melise Esports heard the shots in the Picardo, but seems like that they're also going to focus a bit more on the rotations. And Virtual Gaming Squad, even though they were able to get the 2 frags, now their focus is also shifted toward the play zone. If we talk about New Boss, after ripping the whole situation of Lost Newness, now they should focus a bit more on the rotations, because they're pretty much outside the play zone. They are already getting the damage of the first play zone. It should not be an approach where they're going to get the damage of the second play zone as well, because that can be devastating. Your utilities are going to run out, and while they are actually going to find their way to the play zone, they might actually get shattered. But seems like that Gamelord Esports and Team Onyx Ravens are about to come in a fight, because they're pretty much close to each other, and maybe Gamelord Esports is also going to get backstabbed by another beautiful team, Besiktas Esports.
Besiktas doesn't really have a lot to lose, but Gamelord, if they play the game of their life in this particular one, then they might just be climbing this leaderboard really swiftly and really well. But on the other side, Onyx is also not so far behind, because right now AGONxI8 has been eliminated, and already, if you're able to see from the alive status, Onyx is above Gamelord, AGONxI8, and this is going to be a battle that they would also want to win. And with that being said, Sanji has already taken down Narvalo. Kashi has been closing in. There's a 1v1 battle out over here. Sanji not able to capitalize this one more time. He gets taken down, but Triple R is over here. He would want to execute this, what Sanji was not able to do, but Triple R also gets picked up. Salam becomes the final person surviving, if I'm not wrong. No, 21 is also present, and then I guess they are quite far behind. No, 21 is quite close here. He spots one player down. He wanted to take him down with a nade, but that is not going to be possible, because he just dodges that nade quite beautifully. But 21 is getting shot from another angle as well. Is it another squad right over here? Yes, there is. There is another squad.
Look at the decimation, man. Onyx Ravens, they are trying their level best to survive for now, but the nades are coming in. These nades can be critical. Oh, Sanji gets compromised. Sanji gets finished off. 3 kills was there from this guy's corner. He is actually going to be quite aggressive for now, because he is going to lose the match of his life. Let's see how far they're going to go. Let's see what kind of impact these guys are actually going to get built in the game. If we talk about Onyx Ravens, 21 is there. His HP is also not looking that good, but eventually, yes, they are trying their level best to counter. Should I say that Virtual Gaming Squad is also getting a lot of backlash for now? The way they are performing, the way they are eliminating these players are also going to be there quite tough, quite risky, to be honest. It's a tipsy-turvy curve. Very soon things can change quite rapidly. 6 teams, 17 players are surviving. A lot of decimation is already done. Virtual Gaming Squad once again gets countered, and it's Alpha Luigi who has been taken down. He has been completely compromised. Besiktas Esports on the other corner is also on a roll. Look at the rampage being delivered. It can be a beautiful takedown. It can be a fatal blow as well. But yeah, the fatal blow is going to come in. 2 good guys from Besiktas Esports are already knocked down to their knees, and the rest remaining are trying their level best to counter.
Well, Enjoy is enjoying this particular battle out over here. He has spotted a couple of players down there. He wants to connect these. Oh. What? What? What is happening over here, Raider? Look at the zone. There is nobody inside the zone. The only team that is quite close to the zone is MS, and they are still their way finding a good position inside. But all the teams right now is battling against each other in the regions of San Martin, where Besiktas and Onyx is already against each other, and New Boss is also wanting to be engaging in the same fight. Besiktas, a 2v2 situation, if I'm not wrong, that we are able to see. Son is quite nearby. He has a nade in his hand. We will want to cook that and throw it on a precise direction and get some connections. He did throw it, but not a connection that he was looking for. Salam on the counter tries to throw another nade. 21 is also going to try for the same. Will this nade connect? No, not really. Not even a splash damage that Son is able to find on himself. A lot of nade exchange is going around. A rain of nades is what we are able to see, but not much of a damage that is getting dished out. Son definitely had some splash damage on him, but that is not going to do quite a critical damage that Onyx would want right now.
Yeah, exactly. Needs are quite vital, to be honest, but only if the decimation is there, only if the placement is right. If we talk about new boss, well, their spottation is done. Though players are actually getting taken down, you can see that the damages are coming in. But Besiktas Esports, they are still surviving, and it is lovely. It's lovely the way they are actually trying to counter. I believe if we talk about Beast, he is performing exceptionally well. He's getting a lot of blows out of the equation. 7 kills for that particular team. Same goes for Onyx Ravens. Melise Esports on the other corner have secured 4, but now they are trying to wreak havoc on new bosses corner, and the nades are coming in, but the shots from the back end, Besiktas Esports are in a trouble. Maybe the survival is not going to be there, and yes, exactly that's the case. Maybe Besiktas Esports have been eliminated by a new boss, and I believe that was not new boss, or was that the team? Okay, yeah, that was new boss. I believe the other guy has created a beautiful flank, and due to which he was able to rip apart the guy coming from Besiktas Esports. With that, we are left with only 4 teams. Remember, guys, this is just the third play zone. This shows how chaotic the fights are.
Well, we are down to 4 teams, and not any of these 4 playing teams are having a full lineup for now. Everybody have lost their men in this battle, in this rotation, in this journey. But this last match, ladies and gentlemen, has got a lot of twists and turns for us to witness. New boss is doing good for now. They will have to find a zone position for themselves. Beast is not having a vehicle to go around, which is quite not a situation that he would want to put himself in. A split we are able to see from Oni X. Is this something that is planned? Beast is quite an open. If 21 tries to spot him, then I guess it is quite easy. But Salam gets taken down. Beast will not leave an opportunity for Salam to, you know, travel and go to 21. Salam gets picked off. Oni X with 1 man surviving now. 15.58% of chicken dinner chances still that Onyx is having. Is it safe to say that Melise Esports might be winning this one?
Okay, let's go for that. I believe Melise Esports can be the one
I'm not
which can bag
talking
out this.
about this map. I'm talking
Mhm.
about this tournament.
Oh, this tournament. Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah, exactly. That would be the case. Okay, no, I would go for Major Sprite. Let's go for the prediction game. I would go for Major Sprite. That is going to be the team which is going to bag out this whole tournament in their favor, because Saturn Games is out of equation. My pick is going to be Major Sprite. Guys, you also comment which team is going to bag out this particular tournament. For Echoa, it seems like there's going to be Melise Esports if I'm not wrong, but for me, it's Major Sprite.
See, now those are the 2 teams that are at second and third position. Melise
Mm-hmm.
Pride has to get more finishes for themselves. No, I'm sorry. Melise Esports has to get a lot of more finishes for themselves in order to match Major Pride. But probably you are a bit right on the equations where Major Pride might be the winner team of this tournament. But enough spoken about who's going to win this tournament. Let's talk about the battle that is happening right over here. It's a 1v1 situation.
Oh,
Leviathan gets picked up. An amazing, crouch, uncrouch, peek, and shoot. That's a drill that I actually take in the in the training grounds, and that's something which has worked out for Onyx 21. He definitely was able to get a player knocked, but he wants to be inside the zone right now. Oh no, he's actually going for a few more finishes. He gets his buggy all the way to Beast. It's a 1v1 situation. Thompson versus UMP 45. 21 gets picked up. Lot of damage that he was able to dish out on Beast, but not so enough for him to be getting that player down as well. With that comes an elimination of Onyx with 9 finishes. An amazing gameplay that they played, and I believe they are ending themselves in 4th position in this entire tournament. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's all down to Melise Esports, Major Pride, and New Boss.
Last few remaining guys in the game. Let's see what they can bring to the table, because this is the 4th zone which is going to get compromised, and with that, I believe uh, 5th zone is going to come in, and that would be absolutely beautiful, where the plays are going to be a little bit on the closer corner. But seems like that these 3 teams wants to survive a bit more. But oh, there's a battle between Major Pride and Melise Esports. The top 2 contenders are already fighting for the winner chicken dinner. Let's see what happens at that angle. And it's Major Pride which was able to get 1 knockout. But remember, guys, that knockout was actually from far away, so now they have to actually cook up some good nades, and then only those knockouts are going to result in a beautiful particular, let's say, advantage, to be honest. Oh, the nade goes in. That can find the way. No, the overcook was there, and he was unable to find any kind of pick from that particular perspective. But now they're going to rebatch themselves. They're ready for another fight, ready for another takedown. Another set of nades are actually going to go in, but no casualties, to be honest. Maybe a rotation will come in, but Spectre wants to take up a fight, goes for the slash damages, and I believe the rotations are still working out. You can see that there is a beautiful rotation that is coming from Nomi's corner, and that rotation might actually help Nomi as well. And the guy coming from another team, I believe that was Team 11, that was New Boss, to be honest. Yeah, New Boss is also lurking in the shadow. You can see that he's pretty much close to it, and he can also come back with some good points, come back with some good takedowns as well. But I believe this whole tussle between the top 3 teams can actually go a little bit longer.
Well, these two teams are definitely going to want to be capitalizing on the other. It's a 2v2 situation. Both the teams right now have 4 kills each. But I guess I guess it's Major Pride taking this one, this particular tournament, that is. But Lewis and Clutch quite close to each other. Spectre wants to do a nade. Spectre is somebody who I believe Melise Esports will want to be cautious about. But Beast on the behind definitely can make an angle that is worth looking from. And if at all he times himself properly, if he places himself properly, then I believe he'll be able to pick up a couple of frags for himself, and probably a chicken dinner as well. But for now, a close combo of a close battle is going to be between the #2 and the #3 team. It's quite overwhelming for me to see that Titan Gaming has found its exit quite early in this game. In fact, the first team to get eliminated. But ladies and gentlemen, this is down to just these 3 teams outside. Beast gets picked up. That's another plus for Melise Esports. Now, if Raider, let's do a math. If MS picks these 2 players and also gets a chicken dinner for themselves, is it possible that they overpower Major Pride from the points table?
I mean, looking at the kills, seems like that. Yet yes, it is doable. Yeah, it is quite possible, to be honest. And still, the should I say, nerve-wracking expectations are coming in. But let's see how far these things are actually going to go. What kind of impact is going to bring to the brim. But yeah, excited to see that the game is working out quite well for both of the teams. And on the other corner, if we talk about Major Pride specifically, this team is good. Spectre is a very good guy, to be precise, from the team. But on the other corner, if we talk about MS Esports, Melise Esports, to be honest, that is a team which is representing Lewis. And we all have seen how Lewis can be a carnageous one. But now I believe this play zone is going to wait for now. The 6th zone might actually come back with some shifts. Let's see what happens.
See, anything is possible right now. I'm just gonna wait for the overall standings to come. I'm not gonna predict anything anymore. It's a 2v2 situation, and I'm gonna enjoy this one. Both these teams are actually at the edge of the zone, and if the zone tries to play with these guys, then I guess MS again is in a MP is more on a better position, because they still have a buggy to rotate around. And well, I was just talking about the zone playing games, and it has done that. Now, Major Pride has an advantage. They are more close to the zone as compared to Melise Esports. Melise Esports know the location of Nomi, but how far is it going to help them? Oh well, they also have a vehicle with them. Ah, my God. I'm just gonna wait, sit idle over here very quietly. Raider, I'm gonna let you do this bit. I'm just gonna enjoy this entire moment right now.
All right, let's see what kind of moment this guy is going to bring, because Snowy is actually having a very beautiful angle. He's got the
Yeah.
flank, he's got the cover, he's got the absolute level of anticipation that is required. But on the other one, I believe Flush might actually go with the vehicle, going for the flank, going for the rotations. If the rotations are going to be adverse, that can be quite critical, because the thing is, Team MSC Sports, or should I say Melise Esports, is on the verge of zone decimation. But the sprays are coming in. That was a little bit too early, to be honest. Oh, the things are looking critical for this guy. Nomi, look at his HP. He's not looking that good, and the shot comes in. That was a beautiful damage indeed. Oh, the knockout is here, and that's Nomi who's going to pop one out. No nades in their hands. I believe if the nades would have been there, that could have been a very great opening for these guys. But finally, the smokes are over. No place to hide, and the zone is also pushing them. It's a winner with a chicken dinner. Clear enough for Team MSC Sports, but seems like that MSC Sports Pride is going to rotate from the left end. Maybe go for the fist, maybe go for the takedowns. I don't know what he's going to go with the fights and all. But finally, the last winner with a chicken dinner is going to be in the hands of Team Major Pride with 6 kills, if I'm not wrong. And a beautiful decimation indeed. Last final winner when the chicken is here, but that chicken dinner is going to have a very shallow amount of points. Reason being, just 6 eliminations and a grand total of 16 points is going to be there by Major Pride after having this winner chicken dinner.
I guess that's enough. Raider, I guess that's enough, because they were with 63 points to 64 points to be ending the last second match, and now they have 16 more points. That is going to overthrow Titan Gaming, who were with 72 points. These points are going to add up, and well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winners of this particular tournament with the overall ranking of hashtag 179 points in total, eliminations being 5 from this particular match. Major Pride definitely getting a lot of pride for themselves.
Oh man, amazing job done indeed, coming from Major Pride perspective. If I talk about the number of kills, it's not that great, but to be honest, this is what they required, and they were able to nail it out. And now I think I'm actually going to be a little bit more confident on my prediction that it's Major Pride who is going to back out the championship. But let's see who is going to be the one, because still the ray of hope is there for quite a few teams. I don't know what is going to happen for Team Titan Gaming or Melise Esports as well, but yeah, the job is done. A beautiful performance indeed. A beautiful takedown is over, and excited to see what more is actually going to be on table, because the leaderboards can actually showcase us something clear. And if I talk about the eliminations, they were there. The takedowns, they were there. Although the last 2 matches were quite aggressive, if I'm not wrong. Quite early finishes were there. Quite early finishes were coming in the last 2 matches. But it happens, guys. It happens whenever you are close to our tournament's end. The last few teams are actually going to go ahead and be a little bit more aggressive, claim more and more points. It happens, guys. It happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually quite normal to be witnessing such 2 ending games of a tournament, because when you know that the result is what it is going to be, like for example, when Virtual Gaming Squad is finding themselves at the bottom of the table, what do they have to lose? That's nothing. But what do they have to gain? It's a lot. If they are going to go all out and they're going to play the best game that there is, that they can showcase, then they're definitely leaving a mark for themselves. They are going to let the teams know that, hey, this particular tournament has not been quite good for us, but do not underestimate us. We are actually quite good with our gun game. We are actually quite good with our game style. We will definitely bounce back, and we will definitely be over here to conquer in the next one. But for now, MVP of the match is what I would be interested to be looking into, and that is going to be on our screens. This particular game goes to Onyx8 with 5 particular finishes and 879 damage, assists not much, heals 189, and survived for 16.18. Well, the game quite, it did end earlier than that was predicted, but I believe Onyx got eliminated quite earlier than that was. But MVP, nevertheless, for match number 8 will be Onyx21.
I mean, what more can you ask from this guy? He was quite aggressive. He was quite amazing in terms of the points that he was trying to gain. But top players are coming in here in the match number 8. We have got Ravens on the Onyx Ravens 21 to be precise on the top with 5 fragments and 879 damage. 16 minutes and 18 seconds was the time duration that he was able to survive, to be honest. And eventually, if we talk about new bosses, Besiktas, he was another beautiful guy with 5 eliminations and 628 damage. Meanwhile, if we talk about FUTs, Kairos, 3 eliminations. Onyx Ravens, Sanji, 3 eliminations. New bosses, Lobazin was able to have only 3 eliminations as well. So these are the top five players to be honest from this particular matchup.
Yes, this is going to be the top 5 of this particular match. And for the match summary, we have 5 highest finishes from 21. The highest damage that was given also will be 21 from Onyx 879. The longest finish, still not able to overpower the 401, but 348 still a great distance to be attacking from. The utilities that has been most used will be 12 and 12,800 meters distance of travel that Major Pride Nomi has done for his team, and that definitely has done a lot of good for his team, I must say. That's been amazing for them. But at second, it's going to be Melise Esports with Lewis traveling about 10,315 meters. But teams to watch were definitely from this particular match will be New Boss, an amazing gameplay coming from them. Melise Esports and Major Pride, that was there as well. But Onyx also showcased a really good gameplay. They used 7 particular nades and 4 smokes with no airdrops that is being looted. But well, they did definitely survive for the fullest that they could and traveled about 7,521 meters. Onyx, amazing performance. Kudos to them. But Major Pride takes it all. A winner chicken dinner for them, and as well as #1 in the overall standing.
Oh man, lovely indeed. The match ranking is actually going to come for us 15, but okay, that was a 15-pointer game. Ooh, that's amazing. That's amazing. The reason being New Boss on top, that's a clear reason to be honest. And that reason was that they had 10 eliminations. That's amazing. The newer meta says that if you have the higher amount of eliminations, you are actually going to be on top when the scores are going to be tied. Because if you talk about the previous meta, you know that BGMI is basically a survival based gameplay, so people used to actually love that kind of meta. But now it's Major Pride which is actually going to be at the second position with the winner chicken dinner, 15 points as a whole. Onyx Ravens on the other corner, 13 pointers. Melise Esports 11 points, FUT Esports 8, Besiktas Esports 7, Virtual Gaming Squad with 4, Game Lord Esports with 3, Nigma Galaxy with 2, Unicorn Server with 2 points of their own, Slime for KD with 2 points, Geekay Esports with 1, AGONxI8 ESPORTS 1. Titan Gaming went out home with 0 packs to be honest, and that was quite critical.
Well, this particular game didn't just shatter their dreams, but also shattered the first position that they were holding. I mean, I'm quite disappointed from what Titan Gaming will be going through right now. But I mean, I would want to celebrate the win of Major Pride. Spectre MVP of post-match 8. After 8 matches, Spectre finds himself to be the MVP.
Yeah.
So that's another other victory for Major Pride. Not only that his squad is getting on #1, but also on the top fragger list. Major Pride Spectre finds his way. Well, this guy was one to be looking out for.
Exactly. I mean, the performance that this guy was able to dish out was absolutely on point. He was quite courageous. He was quite aggressive. Quite a few moments were there where in Chumasara he was able to do that beautiful 1v3, if I'm not wrong. This was the guy with that DBS who was able to counter a lot of stuff. So I'm quite happy and a deserving guy is actually going to be on top. Obviously, whenever a team wins a tournament, they are the one deserving, and that is the only reason they are actually on top. But now, if we talk about the overall leaders, it's actually going to be Nomi with 19 eliminations. But seems like that his damage and survival time was not that much as compared to his own teammate Spectre. So in 18 eliminations, but the damage of 4,054. That's huge, bro.
Now, even after the win that Major Pride is having, there's definitely going to be some quarrel between Nomi and Spectre. They'll be like, how, where, when, why did you get that one finish more than me? That's what Spectre is going to ask, and Nomi is just going to be answering, well, I had the better position, man. But coming down to #3 Titan TQ with 18 finishes, then we see 0, 18 eliminations, Lewis 16. So top 4 are almost at par. I mean, from 2 to 4, everybody had 18 eliminations, but the damage and the survival plays a lot of major role when it comes to this. But at 5th, we have Lewis with 16. We have Nalvaro coming up with Narwalo with 16, Savian with 13, Pancho with 12, Palak with 8, and Kisyu with 11. So these top 10 on the overall leaders in the top fragger section definitely are justifiable. I've seen all of them at least being MVP of one particular match. But ladies and gentlemen, overall standing with Major Pride, 8 matches played, 1 chicken dinner, 49 elimination points, 30 rank points, and in total 79 points gets them to #1.
But hats off to Titan Gaming as well. Not even a single chicken dinner, but 72 points from They're just shy of 7 points from the comparison of Major Pride. But that is what is going to happen. Titan Gaming went on quite aggressive in this particular matchup, if you guys remember, and that's the only reason why they are not the crowned champion of this particular tournament. But it happens, guys. Major Pride bags out a beautiful victory indeed. Melise Esports, even after getting the second or third position in the match was standing, Melise Esports is still stuck at 69 points. Well, that score seems lovely. Gamelord on the other corner is going to have 57 points. That's amazing. Unicorns of Love is going to have 55 points. Onyx Ravens is going to have 54. If we talk about AGONxI8 Esports, 46 points is what they are going to get with 1 chicken dinner. That was there yesterday, if I'm not wrong. FUT Esports with 44 points. Yalla Esports with 41. Now let's go to the second page of this overall ranking and let's see what is actually happening on the second page. Which is the team starting it out? Oh, it's Ozarox Esports with 37 points. Boss with 33. Nigma Galaxy with 30. Geekay Esports with 29, Besiktas Esports with 26, Slime KT with 21 points, Virtual Gaming Squad with 19 points, and if I talk about Twisted Minds, just 12 points from them.
Twisted Minds, I guess they were not able to find themselves playing today, so it's quite justifiable. But Virtual Gaming Squad, good performance from them in the second game of ERANGEL. They definitely showcased on why they have been here and why they are a team to be reckoning. But Slime KT just above them with 21 points. Besiktas, I'm a bit disappointed. I was expecting a lot from them today, but didn't really go through as what I thought. But Seismograph definitely shows the competition between Major Pride and Titan. Major Pride definitely with a bit of a consistency, but when the 8th match began, Titan went all the way down, touching the bottom graph.
Oh man, Titan Gaming. The start was good, finish was not that optimum. It happens, guys. It happens. I mean, that is going to be a major lesson for Titan Gaming, to be honest. That in the next upcoming tournaments, they should not go for this kind of approach. If they are the one leading, they should maintain that kind of pace, because Major Pride or teams like that are easily going to backstep them with the dagger, and they are easily going to snatch out the championship, and that's what they did. A beautiful one indeed. This Seismograph can show us a lot of things, but team kills, if I talk about the team kills, Major Pride, to be precise, was absolutely on point. Specifically, if I talk about this team, Major Pride's perspective, if I talk about Spectre, he got 18, Anomi got 19 frags, Monkey got 5 frags, and if I talk about Poino, he got 7 frags. So a grand total of somewhere around, I believe, 49 points is going to be there. So pretty close to the 50-point marker. But it happens, guys. A beautiful game indeed by Major Pride. They were aggressive, they were decisive over the facts. But a quick recap for you guys. It was Onyx Ravens with a total points of total 18 points, if I'm not wrong, in the first match. They were able to get the winner with a chicken dinner. In the next one, 24-pointer game came in by the Unicorns of Love, to be honest. And if I talk about Gamelord Esports, they had a total of 19 points. And on the other corner, if I talk about match 8, the Miramar 15-pointer game coming from the team which is known as Major Pride.
That's about the summary of this particular game, of this particular day. That is an amazing gameplay from Onyx, Unicorns of Love, Gamelord, and Major Pride. The most amazing match that I believe of today will be the match of Miramar, the match number 6, Unicorns of Love. They went all in. They went crazy, actually, and they knew that they knew what they were doing. That is, and with that being said, the day comes to an end. With that, Scrims as also comes to an end. Amazing journey throughout. There has been a lot of ups, there's been a lot of downs, and all of that, something that I got to witness is I guess I'm not having the words to describe the journey that has been there, but one thing that I can say is I've learned a lot.
Amen to that, man. Amen to that. But yes, exactly. If I talk about the aggression, that was on point. Everything worked out quite well. But after the 8 matches, I believe the Titan fans are quite happy the way the positionings are. And Mehmet Zak in the live chat has provided us or supported us with the $30 Australian super chat. That's absolutely amazing. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
you should support, but I believe that like, that subscribe, that share is going to be more than enough. But thanks for that super chat, man. Ruthless Esports is going to be quite happy about that. But yes, with that, I believe the fights are over for now. The tournament is over pretty much. The $300, out of those $300, I believe 150 is going to be credited to the team of Major Pride. Then the other $100 is going to be there for Titan Gaming, and the $50 which is left is going to be there for the third position team. I believe that was Melise Esports, if I'm not wrong. So these are the top three teams of this particular West region. And I guess this tournament is as a whole pretty much over. And I thank all of you. I thank Ruthless Esports for bringing us here. I thank all of you. I thank the production partners as well for bringing us this kind of tournament, for showcasing us this kind of talent. I thank all the teams which are player, which was here present, be it Titan Gaming, be it Yalla Esports, the team which was able to conquer, the team which got defeated, every single team which was here to showcase their talent. I'm going to thank all of them, and I just hope that in the near future, this kind of operations, this kind of tournaments from Ruthless Esports are going to sustain, and we'll get more and more opportunities like this one as well.
I'll be waiting for that. I will definitely be waiting for that. But kudos to the teams who have got that prize pool. You can give us some. You can give us some, huh, Trader?
No, I believe
But
they should enjoy. They should enjoy, man.
right, okay. But I guess there is always a buy after a high.
Hmm.
So we at the end of this particular tournament, it's been quite remarkable. It's been quite a hell of a journey. I'll be looking forward for this more and more. Thanks to Ruthless Esports to be bringing such an amazing scrims for not only for the players, for the teams, but for us casters as well. But for more, you'll have to subscribe. For more, you'll have to follow Ruthless IP Esports on Instagram. You can also follow us. Mine will be IG_EchoBoy. And Raider, over to you.
Well, my Instagram handle is going to be quite simple, just Raider_slays if you can write it. But apart from that, guys, we are going to take a leave now, and we will be back again with another beautiful tournament. For that, keep following us on Instagram and Ruthless Esports as well, because the updates are going to be there as well. But for now, guys, we are going to take a leave. We'll be seeing you in another beautiful event. Until then, guys, peace out. Thank you for joining us. Love you all, and keep supporting each other.